れだけ走ってきたのかわからないまま傷跡数えたずっと頭の中にある宝の地図未来を探し続けてる本当の約束は胸の奥のもっと奥にある誰も皆追いつけない夢ただ一つ抱きしめて太陽なのに笑うあなたへあの日と同じ歌を歌う大人になっても忘れたくないこの願いが届くまでイエーイGood afternoon! Horror and chaos be to you in the name of Runie Rose! Now, Runatics, welcome one another as I shall welcome you. Hi, hi! Hello! Finally catching a stream live. Tangents and yapping be upon ye. Thank you for the tip, thank you. Yes, I'm live. This is a little bit earlier than my regular time, but I figured since it's kind of hard for me to do any earlier than 7 p.m. Eastern during the week, but I figured since this is a weekend stream, I could start a little bit earlier than usual, so we'll see how it goes. Yes, it's about 2 hours earlier than I normally stream, so... Congrats on the Into Euphoria release and your one-sided win over Hina in the MV. Classic Runie W. On time and starting with the song, bless, thank you. The episode came out yesterday and I've been listening to the song literally non-stop. I went on like an hour walk today and I just had the song on repeat a minute 30 seconds over and over and over again so that I could learn it. Of course, the alcoholic wants to start a stream. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Heck yeah, heck yeah. I really like it. I like the opening. That one would be a lot harder for me to sing because it's not really in my range. But I heard the ending and I said that. I can sing that. I can sing that. My plan is to write some English lyrics too, make an English version, and then maybe actually release a more proper cover. We'll see. We'll see. Don't feed any detrimental devil fruits to your Genmates. I think you guys will find that I've been very kind with the options that I have selected for my Genmates. I think that you will find I've been very kind. Your voices mix together so well. Ah! Thank you! I like how they asked Toei how many spoilers in the opening and the reply was just yes. It really was. It was pointed out to me that maybe not everyone is eagle-eyeing it as much as I did. Like, someone on Twitter did say, oh, but they didn't show who Kid was fighting, and I'm like, yes, they did. They did. You can clearly see who he's fighting. You can see it, but maybe you don't see it if you're just casually watching it like a normal person, and if you're not watching it like a psycho. like me. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of One Piece talk today. And today it's like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Because it's a One Piece stream. It's literally about devil fruits, okay? So if I spend this entire stream talking about nothing but One Piece, I'm on topic. I'm on topic, and therefore it does not count as a tangent. You understand? You were right. Hamster sushi has an indescribable taste. I don't know if I can make Amy fall for another sticky rice sleeping bag, though. It is the kind of scheme, unfortunately, that only works once. But I'm glad that you at least got it one time. I can't remember if I read this super, so I'm gonna read it again on time and starting with the song Bless. Thank you! Thank you! She's gonna resume One Piece for those who haven't watched it. I don't know what's gonna happen. We're just gonna see. We do have some exciting things to talk about though. Okay, let's get to it. Before this will be slightly off topic. But there was some exciting news today that I don't know if you guys have seen yet. Hold on. Have you guys seen this yet? No, it's not showing it to you, is it? Hold on. Here we go. Let me make sure the sound is gonna work too. Have you guys seen this yet? Yay! Let's go back. Yo! I'm gonna be a senpai! Senpai ni narimasu! Senpai ni naru no ga tanoshimi desu! Tanoshimi desu! 私の後輩は可愛くてかっこいい Listen, you guys better be ready because some of my kohai are so freaking cool, like very cool, super cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it that this new gen has some of the coolest ones of all of Face Connect. And I'm super excited for you guys to meet them. I'm so excited. I got quite the laugh earlier in Hina's stream because Hina didn't know yet. They are going to be Japanese speaking predominantly. So Japanese, it's a Japanese gen entirely. So the target audience is going to be Japanese speakers. So I do remember seeing Sakana accidentally leak it. But now you guys have some silhouettes and you have some Twitter accounts to look at, so the Babble Fund starts here. Boy knows I need it so I can communicate with my kohai. I have been listening to Into Euphoria all day. Also, here's some of my thoughts with 1/4 of the series down. Muyu smoke, Saia flame, Amy. Should we give Amy the human no me? Possibly. Fishman really simulated a bombing to announce the Japan French bold move. Fishman bold move. You know, I hadn't really thought about that. Oh yeah, I wonder if Hina will do another silhouette guessing stream. That would be fun. I was indeed watching when she did the one for Gen 3. You guys weren't too far off. I do have arm corsets and a waist corset. Now, maybe you guys went a little overboard with the corsets, but you weren't totally off. I can't give you any details beyond what you can deduce for yourself. You must deduce for yourself. Don't think you'll be getting spoilers out of me. Wouldn't an arm corset be a brace? No. It's just, it's a decoration corset. It's decoration lacing. But there was something else very exciting that happened yesterday, last night, and I did say that I was going to watch it live with you guys, but I didn't because I ended up moving the stream. But I thought that it's not too late, right? It's not too late, right? We can totally watch it together now. And a few of you have already been talking about it. However, we did release our original song. Very, very, very excited about it. So let's watch it together. I might start and stop it to say things. We'll see. Okay, so I mentioned this before. I've already stopped it. Oh, you can't hear it? I might have it turned down kind of low. Let me turn it up. There you go. So we wrote all of the lyrics together, and it was super, super fun to write the lyrics with the other girls. And if I can remember certain lyrics that I like that people wrote, I'll pause it and tell you. All right. Okay, I just want you guys to know that this is by height. This is by height. Look at who's tallest. Chat is covering it, but who's tallest? It's me. So don't get it twisted, okay? As far as the choruses go, that was like a really, really collaborative effort on writing the lyrics. Because we knew we wanted to like have a little section based off of each of our backstories. And so we all kind of came up with our own. It was really, really fun. I love, the chorus is one of my favorite parts. I am tall, I'm super tall.
Do you see what I see? Time to make your mark in the world of daydreams. Ready for something new, cause change is coming soon. Hold on, we're breaking through. Feels as though this time there's no need to mind them. Pen in your hands from the page. Crossing through the lines to find and write a new way. When your heart and soul begin to ache for a way to set you free.
I'm pretty sure I did write this lyric, if I remember correctly. You'll see.
No time to doubt, we're carving out our destinies. We'll let it go and live our own reality. Cry out your frustrations, you watch as it spills. If you won't, then who will? There's more to this, hold on to it, you're fighting chance. Defy your fate, today we take it in our hands. Rising up from the clutches of chaos we run.
That's one of my favorite lines, is the clutches of chaos, and I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly that was Saia. I'm like 100. I'm 90% positive that that was Saia. It's so good. Wait, we're gonna listen to it again. I love, and Amy sounds so good on it. Hold on. Okay. Going into the bridge, Amy wrote pretty much all of this. Amy wrote pretty much all of the bridge, and it's fire beginning to end. Beginning to end. I won't interrupt it. We're gonna listen. I love this part so much. Hina and Saia and Muu sound so good on this, and then when they all sing that last part together, it gives me cold chills. It gives me cold chills. Okay, wait. Okay. I need you guys to listen for it. This is literally one of my favorite parts of the whole song. If you listen to the end of Euphoria, you can hear, there's a musical term for this, but I forget what it is. But you know, like when someone ends a note and it's like, they do like, it sounds like a little fancy at the end of the note, like when they break off the singing. There's definitely a technical term for it, but I don't know what it is. But you can hear Amy do it. You can hear Amy do it at the very end of this, and it's like ASMR to me. It scratches my brain. It's so good. If you guys have not like noticed it yet, listen for it. Did you guys hear it? Yes, you did. Do you hear? Oh, it's literally. I sizzle like an isotope. I'm sizzling like an isotope right now. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with me through fangirling over my Gen. Sizzle like an isotope, yeah. Do you guys know what I'm referring to? It's a Steely Dan lyric. It's a Steely Dan. Steely? You've been enjoying my streams? Thank you. It's a very scientific way to put it, that's true. But it's actually a Steely Dan lyric. It's from Almost Gothic. I just really like the way it sounds. I'm sizzling like an isotope. I'm on fire, so cut me some slack. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, I don't think. I mean, I don't know what they meant by it. Maybe like a radioactive isotope, I guess. Sizzle. I think it just sounds good. That's the thing about Celery Daniel. That's the thing about Celery Daniel that I actually like, is sometimes their lyrics do not make sense, and they've admitted this. Sometimes they just pick the words that sound good. Perhaps they've combusted. I'm sizzling like an isotope. That's the only thing I could think, is maybe if they're thinking about like a radioactive isotope, maybe? You think maybe? Not radioactive by Imagine Dragon. Sizzling like Sakana dropping into Japan. Isocope. Don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. Perhaps borderline meltdown. Isocope that hurt me. I've been damaged. Oh no. But yes, I'm very excited both about the news about Gen 4, or no, it's JP1. Oh, the naming system, I keep wanting to say Gen 4. It's not Gen 4, it's JP1. But we already have JP talents, so it confuses me. We're used to the One Piece tangents. Now in the One Piece stream, we get a tangent about music. It was inevitable and beautiful. I suppose it was a little inevitable, huh? No, it's not JP2. I believe it is JP1. It is JP1. Because I guess technically, I don't know. That's how they've decided to name it. I'm not in charge here. I'm not in charge here. JP1.5. JP1.5. That would make, you know what, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I guess they're Gen 0. I guess they're Gen 0. So we'll just go with that. Sakana, yeah, Sakana making it simple. They're 0, now it's JP1. It was a really good song. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. We worked really hard on Into Euphoria, so be sure to stream it. And also stream Forbidden. And also stream Dissonance. What are you doing if you're not streaming the Gen 3 songs? You cowards. Stream them. Yes, a JP Gen on Twitter got officially... Ooh. I cannot talk today. Will it be on Spotify and Apple Music? I don't know. I am not the person to ask. I have no idea. 3 steps ahead of me? Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if Dissonance is on Spotify yet. It should be, if it's not. Can you guys hear the Hellhound? As a Japanese fan, I am happy to see more Japanese members. Watashi mo! Watashi mo! Bork bork. The Hellhound is also a yapper, it is true. Actually, she's not usually super loud. This is a little abnormal. But it's not yet? This is a crime. That's criminal. I don't like it. I don't have Spotify though, so I can't stream any of the songs on Spotify. Oops. That's why you have to do it for me. You have to do it for me. Cause I pay for YouTube music instead. Yeah, I pay for YouTube music because that way I don't get ads too. Because as you guys know, I like to listen to really long YouTube video essays, and I don't want to get a bunch of ads. So I get the music, and then I also get ad-free videos. So I pay for YouTube music, but I don't have Spotify. But I miss Spotify a little bit, because I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the interface for Spotify than I do the YouTube one. But I ain't paying for 2 services that do the same thing. I don't know ad blocker. I don't know ad blocker. I don't know these things. It's okay. You use Pandora? Is that even still around? I didn't know that Pandora was still around. Ad blocker? I hardly know her. It's better than Spotify? Pandora? I remember back in the day, I liked all the radio stations that you could get on Pandora, but I think there's technically radio stations on all the other music apps now. I'm just not smart enough to know how to use them. You're such a boomer. Affectionate? Okay, the normie is, you know, I've come to terms with it. But boomer... I mean, I am 95, but I'm not from your world. Just get U-Block, Origin, Silly Woman, fine. If that'll make me not a boomer, then fine. Eat a block fruit. No. Hag love, thank you. Mwah. Thank you. Yes, I'm very young for 95. I'm very, very young. My boomer rune, I don't have one. Hag love. Not the tomatoes. No, I would rather be called a hag than called a boomer. I feel like boomer has a much more negative connotation. Hags are great. I love hags. Call me a hag before you call me a boomer. Runie's the user of the boomer fruit. Get out of here. Ow! But what if it's boomer complimentary? I mean, I did appreciate the parentheses, the parenthetical affection. I did appreciate that. I did at least. Oh, well, it can't be the boom. There's already a boom fruit. There's already a boom fruit. But is there a hag fruit? Yet to be seen. Oh, also, I want to show you guys something. Perona's broken. I think Perona is in a state of hibernation. Perona, I woke up today and she's not moving. Maybe she is just a little eepy. I didn't do it. We'll have to try and fix her. I'll take her to the doctor after stream. I'll take her to the demon doctor after stream and see if we can't get her fixed up. Perona, my beloved. Yeah, maybe she's just frozen with excitement about the new JP. The ripe fruit could be a hag fruit. Yeah, I see what you mean. It could be. It could be. I didn't do anything to your Oshi. She's fine. She's fine. Or she will be fine. You've got to stop throwing those stones into the street. The fact you have a pet bat named Perona is even more of a reason you'd have Moria's fruit. Would I have Moria's fruit? Well, we will not be picking out a fruit for me today because I'm not eating a devil fruit. I've already told you guys this, okay? I'm not eating a devil fruit. I want to be able to swim. I'm just gonna force feed them to all of my fellow phase talents. And then if they ever get thrown into the ocean, I will be the one to save them. They will all depend on me. They'll depend on me. I am the devil fruit? Yes, I'm a Runie floaty. I'm a Runie floaty. Evilest thing she said since debut. I am feeling evil today. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we'll see. You guys are going to help me pick out some for them. So I guess we can go ahead and head over to... over here. So... wait, it's not showing. Why does it keep doing this to me? Am I not on the right screen? Hold on. Here we go, yay! Hi, Runie got a fruit for me. It's your birthday. Sure, you can have the pocket no mi. I've bestowed the pocket no mi. Open up, say ah. Say ah. Okay, now chew it and swallow it. You're cursed now, you're cursed, I cursed you. Happy birthday. Alright, so who do you guys want to start with? Because we can actually start with any member that you want. We can start with Hina, or Saia, or Muu, or Amy. Who do you guys think that you would like to start with? Muu, maybe? Amy? Who will get the jacket fruit? I really have been pretty kind, I think, with the fruits that I've given people. We're not doing me. Muu, Hina. Muu, Hamster, Hina, Amy, Hina. Muu. Can you guys make up your gosh darn minds? Can you make up your minds? Saia? I can't tell who's being said the most. Muu. I'm too lazy to do a poll. Okay, we're gonna start with Muu. We're gonna start with Muu. Da. So the way that this works is I have created... Hold on, let me shift something around here. I have created 3 options for each of my Genmates. And we're going to do some pros and cons for each option, and then we'll finally let you guys choose which one that, so there will be a vote at the end. And ultimately, you will have the say between the 3, which one that they will get. So, up first for Muu, I think is pretty obvious, which is the smoke fruit, the Moku no Mi. This is a Logia type fruit that allows the user to create, control, and transform into smoke at will, making the user a smoke human or cow. This was a really obvious choice for me because it's Muu, the purple smoke. If Blackbeard absorbs too many, can he drink water? No, there's no. Or yes. They can all drink water. I don't know. Don't decide too quickly. I think I've gotten some really good options. Now, before we go on to pros and cons, I have copied the strengths and weaknesses over from the One Piece wiki. So I'm gonna read you the strengths of this fruit just so you guys have a little bit more of an idea of how this fruit works and the things that it can do. And then I will read the weaknesses, and then we can list some pros and some cons, okay? So forgive me while I read. Now I'm gonna clarify again, this does not count as a rant, okay? Because 1, I'm reading it from the wiki, and 2, it's on topic, okay? This is not a rant, this is not a tangent. You'll allow it? Thank you. I was actually waiting specifically for your permission, so I'm really happy now, thank you. The user of this fruit is able to generate, manipulate, and become smoke. Like with most other Logia fruits, when someone with this fruit is hit, they can simply use the fruit's power to become smoke, thus absorbing the attack and remaining unharmed. Like some other Logia-type devil fruits, it allows its user to fly by turning his body or lower part into smoke, greatly enhancing movement and speed. The main offensive capabilities of the fruit stem from its user's ability to surround his targets and his intangible smoke, and then solidify it to grasp them. This power has granted Smoker the the epithet the White Hunter. The smoke can also be used as a blunt weapon, hitting enemies with great strength. It has been noted by many targets of this power that the created smoke is quite foul, to the point of causing people to cough. However, Smoker has so far not been seen exploiting its debilitating effects on other people's respiration. Alright, so there's already some pros here. Okay, because right now Muu has the purple smoke, right? Muu has the purple smoke, but she can't solidify it, right? She can't solidify it. So if she eats this fruit, she can now solidify the purple smoke and then hit people with it. Let's see, 4 attacks. I think that's a pretty good pro. And then, I don't know, because I feel like the purple smoke is probably already stinky, but we'll just put is stinky. But I feel like the purple smoke already stinky. So I don't know if that's quite a pro or not. The smoke is white, but I feel like if it's Muu, it would be purple, but we don't know for sure. So I might put in under cons when we get there. Possibly it might not be purple. It smells like purple. Oh, it's stinky. Affectionate. Yes, that's a great addition there. Stinky, affectionate. Another benefit of this is... Oh my goodness, I keep pressing the wrong button. Can fly. Muu can fly with this. As far as right now, Muu can't fly. That's a pretty big thing, I think, right? It smells like grape milk? No, it smells worse than that. Oh, solidify. Solidify. Thank you. Is that how you spell that? We're gonna go with it. It can fly! It can touch the sky! I'm sure Muu would have no reservations about choking her adversaries within the smoke. I agree. I think that makes it a very poisonous milk. It smells like poisonous milk. Yes. And then we can put increase speed. This will allow Muu to move a lot faster. Yes, it would make Muu immune to bonks. That's a very good one. Muu would be immune to bonks. So I think this is some pretty good pros. So now we're gonna move on to the cons. So I'll read the weaknesses. I'll read the weaknesses from the wiki. All right. It would seem that when confronted by fire, they will cancel out one another due to being the same temperature. Other than that, no specific natural weakness has yet to be seen. With current mastery over the powers, the only reliable way to injure the Smoke Fruit user is through the use of Haki. And then of course they have the standard devil fruit weaknesses. So the fire thing does intrigue me here because not gonna be able to bully Saia. So that is a con of this fruit. This fruit is not going to allow Muu to bully Saia. They would counter each other. At the same time though, it would also help defend her from Saia too though. So we'll put that one over here. Defend from Saia. We'll put that one in pros. Yes, yes! Yes! Yes, she can bully Saia. Isn't there a more powerful version of this fruit? I can't remember. There is a very similar fruit. Is it the better fit for Muu? We will see. Possibly. Possibly we will see. But really, other than can't bully Saia, I feel like there's not a lot of cons to this one. Can you guys think of any other cons for the Moku Moku no Mi? Also, fun fact, this is also translated sometimes as the plume fruit or the steam fruit. Smoker's bad luck. No. Wait, we'll put it. Smoker's L rate. Cause Smoker does take a lot of L's. It's not looking good. She'll never win a fight on screen. Oof. Painful. It's so true, but it's so painful. Even though I love Smoker so much. Has theme music, usually by Snoop Dogg. We have to stick within the canon universe, but bad lungs? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put lung cancer. Oh, and then yeah, I'll put it maybe not purple smoke. Or maybe the smoke won't be purple. We don't know. We can't say for sure if the smoke would end up purple. I would think that Muu would be able to turn it purple, but we can't say for sure. That con alone outweighs the pros. I know, that one is concerning. That one is concerning. Okay. She would be immune to lung cancer, but the rest of us would not. The rest of us would not be immune. So, okay. I think we're gonna solidify this here as the pros and the cons. So let's go ahead and see what the next option is. The gasu no mi, or the gas fruit. So this is what people were referring to earlier. A lot of people do consider the gas fruit to just be a better version of the smoke fruit. But personally, I think it's different enough that you can't just say straight up that, because some of the fruits really are just better versions of others. This one has some different qualities. I don't know if I would 100% say it's just a better version, though depending on you know who you ask, maybe it is. This is a Logia type that allows the user to create, control, and transform into gas at will, making the user a gas human or a gas cow. Should we turn Muu into a gas cow? You think this fits Muu better? Also, I just want to note that this little image that you see up here is actually not the official gas fruit. This is just a recolor of the smoke fruit. You're going to see this a lot. I did not realize until I went to put this stream together that a lot of the devil fruits do not have official designs. In fact, out of all of the devil fruits we are going to talk about today, only three of them had official designs. So I basically just did recolors of other fruits for the ones that didn't have official designs. I'll try to tell you guys if I can remember when it's a real design and when it's one that I just kind of altered. All right, so let's read the pros, the strengths of the gasu no mi. This devil fruit's main strength is the ability to change into a gas-like form, allowing the user to float, fly, and go inside places that normal beings cannot. As Caesar Clown was seen hiding inside some flasks when he was informed that the Marines were nearby. However, he can also become dense enough to hold objects like a cocktail glass. The gas that Caesar produces is very poisonous. The gas appears to be explosive when set alight, which allows Caesar to create controlled explosions without harming himself. Additionally, the user has the power to manipulate other pre-existing gases in any given location, and can suffocate their opponents by removing oxygen in the area. This gives the user two options to instantly defeat their opponent, allowing Caesar to knock out Luffy after realizing that Luffy was immune to poison. They can even merge with such gases to enhance their own power, depending on the gas being absorbed, all while being immune to the toxic effects. So, I think the biggest drawback of this one is that the gas is definitely poisonous. So for all of you purple smoke lovers, the purple smoke is going to kill you. Like, the purple smoke is going to kill you. And Muyu's not going to be able to stop it from killing you. It's going to kill you. I think that's probably one of the biggest drawbacks of this, is that finally, worth it. You can risk it. You see nothing wrong with that? Oh my gosh. You're winning. But this one does definitely have some pros in comparison. Now, I do think that some of these also apply to the smoke fruit. We just haven't seen Smoker do them. I don't see any reason that Smoker can't also make himself small and fit into a glass or anything like that. I feel like he could absolutely do that if he wanted to. So let's go ahead and write some pros. So some of these are going to be the same because you can also fly with this fruit. And then it's, I don't know if I want to, is poisonous and explosive. And that's the other thing, is I guess this could be a pro, but it's also going to be a con because now Muyu can't even get anywhere near Saia. Because if Muyu goes near Saia, the purple smoke will explode. Friendship over. Wait, I'm gonna go ahead. Maybe I'll do cons at the same time, because it's hard to do them separately. Saia will explode the purple smoke. May accidentally poison friends. So that's definitely some cons there. Can instant kill with poison or oxygen deprivation. So that is a pro. I know it's a very sad con. The great equalizer. Let's see what the official wiki also says about the weaknesses. Let's see. There seems to be a range of which Caesar can control oxygen, which leaves him more vulnerable to long-range attacks. Oh, okay, that is a con. So one of the cons of this fruit is there's like, you have to be in close proximity to control. I'm just gonna put gas. It might only be oxygen, but I don't know for sure, so I'm just gonna say gas. So that would make Muyu more vulnerable to long-range attacks. Good for alchemy, but shorororo left. Pros, no one will know. That's true. That's true. It will be I don't want to type FART. It feels so vulgar. Can disguise your poots. We'll say poots. Toots. I like that better. Toots. Thank you. your flatulence. But I also I want to put in con here is like probably even stinkier than usual. We all know the purple smoke is stinky, but this is probably even stinkier than usual. So, can you guys think of, oh wait, also many of Caesar's techniques require external ignition and tools to work. Okay, so we'll put that too. Requires external ignition and tools. All right, so can you guys think of any others? That's true. Muyu is an alchemist, so perhaps she would have the tools, but it's still a con, because it still requires extra things. Alien funny voices. Bloating and fatigue. Dies immediately in vacuum. That would be for smoke too. That would be for smoke too. I feel like with the Gasu Gasu no Mi, there's gonna be a lot of explosions. There's gonna be a lot of explosions. All right, we're gonna settle it here. So let me just put these all together. And then the last option, I don't think you guys are gonna have seen this one coming, but I think this is a good option. The Awa Awa no Mi, the bubble fruit. This is a paramecia type that allows the user to emit and control soap bubbles that can not only clean dirt, but also power. See, here's the thing, is we know that Muyu hates baths, right? Muyu stinky, and Muyu hate bath. So now we give Muyu the bubble fruit, and Muyu can always be clean without ever having to take a bath, right? It's the anti-stinky fruit. Exactly. I'll read you guys the pros and the cons. This fruit's major strength, as demonstrated by Khalifa, is that it gives the user the ability to emit and control soap and bubbles from their body. These bubbles are created from the user's body and can even manifest while the user is wearing gloves. The bubbles are also capable of not only cleaning off dirt, but also to clean off someone else's power. The bubbles leave them in a clean and shiny state that is extremely smooth. The user can also shield themselves from attacks by condensing these bubbles together around themselves and encasing themselves into a giant bar of soap. So I think that there's a lot of pros to this one, okay? One will be not stinky. And then also, it's more defensive than the other fruits. I guess Logia types are defensive by default, but if you have Haki, there's nothing you can do, right? Whereas at least with the Awa Awa no Mi, if Muyu creates a shield of soap, like, then the Haki hit's just gonna hit it like it normally would, right? It's not necessarily weaker to Haki, if that makes sense. Defensive even against Haki? Can I type? Can debuff opponents. So this would be good, I think also, this would be, make Muyu better ally in a group battle. This is because the other, especially the gas fruit, Muyu is gonna be a solo fighter. Forget Euphoria taking on battles together, right? Forget that, because the minute Muyu starts using the gas fruit, we all gotta evacuate, especially Saia. But with the Awa Awa no Mi, we can fight alongside each other, and Muyu could be our debuffing alchemist, which I think suits. I think it suits. Not stinky Muyu con. No, it's not that's a pro. It's a pro. Yes, can make a. Wait a minute. Can turn people flat. We will leave this ambiguous wording as it is. We'll leave it like that. So let's look at some cons. The user's bubbles can be washed away with water. Likewise, the smooth opponents can be returned to normal by being washed with water. Also, although it will not nullify the bubbles' effects, a strong wind will blow them away before they can drain the target of their energy. So for cons, we'll say weak to water and wind, but you're already weak to water anyways. But already weak to water anyways. Let's see. What other cons do you think? I don't think there's a whole lot of cons for this one, right? Well, I guess we can say compared to the other ones, you can't fly. There is no way to fly with this one. You can't grow mold. Why would you want to grow mold? Okay. Okay. All right, I put it on there. I put it on there just for you. You grow mold so that you can be a fun guy. That's terrible. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Yeah, the no flying is pretty, because being able to fly is a pretty good pro for the other two, for sure. Can you guys think of any other cons? Let's see. It's Muu, the bubble fruit. Oh, but you know what? You know what? Another thing is, I am like so positive. I am so positive that Bubbles would entertain Muu. I'm so positive that Bubbles would entertain Muu. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me that constantly having Bubbles around would not entertain Muu for hours every day. And it would be cute. And it would be cute. And also think about this, is the bubbles would reflect Muu's cute, adorable face. So you would get to see Muu, and then you would get to see all these adorable, like, rainbow shining bubbles with Muu's cute little reflection in them. Tell me that would not be a darling sight. And also, Muu could then sell Muu soap. You could have soap made from Muu's body. Tell me right now that you don't want to take a shower with Muu soap. And you'll be a liar. A liar. And you know the soap, because the soap is created from Muu, that it would be, you know that it would be purple. It would be the purple soap! The purple soap! And then you become more stinky. Hey, I can't attest to what it would smell like. I can't attest to what it would smell like. Maybe lavender, because it's purple? Perhaps, merch idea. Alright, can you guys think of another con? I think a big positive to this one is that it doesn't affect Muu's relationship with Saia, right? Lavender and vanilla. Oh, I actually really like the way lavender and vanilla is. I had lavender boba today. Do you guys like lavender boba? It was really yummy. It could have been a stronger lavender flavor. I'm not gonna lie, but soap bubbles containing the purple smoke would allow her to control where she puts her explosive gas to use. True, if only you could have multiple devil fruits, but you cannot. However, Muu is an alchemist, which means that Muu could just produce an explosive purple smoke, should she please, and then she could trap it into her bubbles, and then when somebody pops the bubble, it would, yeah, actually that's a really good point. That would be a very astute use of her powers. Blackbeard can, but we don't know why yet. My guess is because Blackbeard has 3 stomachs. I am of the Blackbeard is actually three people in one body persuasion. I'm so convinced. Muu has 4 stomachs. Wait. Wait, you're right, aren't you? You are so right. Cows have multiple stomachs. I'll have to double check. With Muu and see if Muu actually has multiple stomachs. But if that's the case, then I think we don't know for sure. I can't feed her multiple devil fruits yet, because it's only it's only a little... It's only a theory, is what I'm trying to say. It's only a theory right now that Blackbeard is able to have multiple devil fruits because he has multiple stomachs. We don't know that for sure. It's totally possible that that's not the case, and even if you did have multiple stomachs, eating multiple devil fruits would kill you. We don't know. However, if it becomes true later on down the line, we will be feeding Muu 3 more devil fruits. Isn't the theory souls, not stomachs? I mean, it depends. Like, I've seen both. So some people think it's because there's like multiple people, like the souls, like you've said, and then some people think it might be actually that he has 3 separate stomachs. I like the stomach idea because it just feels more One Piece to me. Like, that feels like the One Piece solution, don't you think? Like, rather than it being, oh, each one is possessing a different soul, it makes so much more sense to me that they just went into 3 different stomachs. Your theory said he knows more about devil fruits than Vegapunk? It's possible. I do think it's probably related to Zebek somehow, too. We'll have to wait and see. It's one of the great mysteries. I'll be so excited when we finally found out. Thank you for the supa, Brady. You don't use soap. So what you're saying is, even if Muu, out of the kindness of her little cow heart, created a bar of soap from her own flesh and blood, that you still would not use it? That's heartless. That's heartless. Counter argument. Muu claimed she's not a cow, just some species of demon that takes the shape of a bovine. Well, that's why we have to ask. Also, not only do we have to wait for it to be confirmed, but we also have to ask if Muu actually has multiple stomachs. Because it's possible that she does, it's possible she doesn't. We don't know for sure. We have to see. Alright, we're gonna wrap up these cons here. And then I'm going to have you guys vote. You guys will get to vote on which one officially that we will be giving to Muu. So we're gonna go down and we're going to just refresh everything one more time, okay? So these are your options. The Moku Moku no Mi, or Smoke Smoke Fruit, or Plume Plume Fruit, or Steam Steam Fruit. This makes you a smoke cow. The pros is now Muu would be able to solidify the purple smoke, stinky in an affectionate way, be able to fly, you'll be immune to bonking, you've got increased speed, and that you can defend from Saia. The cons would be that you can't bully Saia because basically you and Saia are now equal. Your resident smoke fruit example is Smoker, and Smoker's L rate is not very good. You might give other people lung cancer. And we don't know for sure if the smoke will be purple. Second option is the Gasu Gasu no Mi, or the Gas Gas fruit. The pros, again, she'll be able to fly. Her purple smoke will be poisonous and explosive. She will be able to kill instantly, pretty much, with poison or oxygen deprivation. And she can disguise her toots, or perhaps other people's toots. Cons is that Saia would explode the purple smoke, so Muu and Saia will have to stay far away from each other at all times, which would be really sad, because I love seeing the two of them together. Another con is that Muu may accidentally poison friends instead of foes. Also, Muu will have to be in close proximity to control some of these gas powers. Muu's gonna be even stinkier than usual, probably. And this also will require some external ignition and tools for certain things. Don't put accidentally in parenthetical. And then last option is the Awa Awa no Mi, or the Bubble Bubble fruit. Pros is that without even having to take a bath, Muu will not be stinky. This is defensive even against hockey. Unlike the two Logia options, Muu would be able to debuff opponents and would make a better ally in a group battle. You can turn people flat. And the bubbles would entertain Muu. But the cons are that Muu would be weak to water and wind, though she'll be weak to water no matter what. Will not be able to fly. And according to chat, it is also a con that Muyu will not be stinky. All right, so I'm going to put the poll in here. So which devil fruit should I make Muyu eat? Is it going to be the smoke fruit, the gas fruit, or the bubble fruit? All right, you guys, seal Muyu's fate. Now it is up to you to seal Muyu's fate. Let us lunatics commence forward. The great stinky smoke. Kaboom! Look, chat. It has to be one because Muyu takes a lot of L's. Well, you said it. You said it. Muyu, if you're watching this VOD, I didn't say that, okay? I didn't say that. That wasn't me. All three. Potentially all three. Potentially. Though I think giving someone the smoke fruit and the gasu no mi might be a little overkill. Right? Like, the reason that I don't think that it's a direct upgrade is only because I do think that the fact that the gas that you emit is poisonous and explosive is a pretty big con. Like, that would make it a lot more inconvenient, whereas Smoker has a lot more freedom to move around and use his power without hurting his allies, right? That's why I don't necessarily see it as a direct upgrade, like some of them clearly are, which we will get to those later. Because some of the fruit really are just better versions than others. I can't force feed all of them because I don't want Muyu to die. The thing is if you eat more than one devil fruit, the devils will fight each other and literally tear you apart. And I do fully expect for this to actually happen to someone before One Piece is over. And okay, two things, hold on, I gotta get on my soapbox, hold on. This is important, I gotta get very close. I gotta get close. Okay. If One Piece does not show me, one, a devil fruit user dying via actually drowning in the ocean, and two, dying by eating 2 devil fruits, I'm going to be so mad because these threats have been hanging over our heads for the entire series and literally nobody has died of it yet. And do not tell me that people have not been scheming to kill Luffy this way. Think about how easy it would be to kill Luffy or Big Mom by secretly feeding them. All you have to do is eat 1 bite. You only have to eat 1 bite of a devil fruit and you have the power. Literally 1 bite. So all you would have to do is take 1 part of a devil fruit. You could mix it in a smoothie. You could hide it in a burger patty. And then, you know, it's Luffy. Do one nice thing for him. Do one nice thing for him. Now you're his friend. Offer him some food and he's gonna eat it. Boom, he's dead. You cannot tell me people have not already thought about doing this to Luffy. Somebody in this series needs to die by eating 2 devil fruits and exploding because I need to see it happen. You can't just write this and then never show it to me. And then also I need a devil fruit user to die. I know that via the ocean. Now I do know that I think in the anime only, like Nami throws someone overboard. That is a devil fruit user, so people do think that that devil fruit user is dead and at the bottom of the ocean. But I don't think that that one counts because it's not canon. Give the devil fruits to Kizaru and make him kill the Yonkos. You guys, Kizaru looked so cool in the shot that we get of him in the new opening. I love Kizaru so much. I'm so here for the Kizaru redemption arc. I'm so convinced that Kizaru is gonna end up being a good guy. Honestly, I don't really care if he is or not. He's still gonna be one of my faves no matter what. But I'm secretly kind of hoping that Kizaru is the person who snuck Luffy food in the last chapter. Oh, he's so stinking cool. I have been waiting so long to get more Kizaru. You guys don't understand. I've been waiting for so long. This arc is making me so happy. I can totally see him defecting. I feel like they're setting that up. I really do. And I think it would be so perfect because it would be kind of unexpected. Out of all of the admirals, I think a lot of times Kizaru seems the most like actually psychopathic, like sociopathic. But I don't think he is. I've never thought so. I've always felt something deeper. I felt something deeper from Kizaru. I'm happy that we're seeing him get depth. I love his younger design. It's so good. Egghead is a tearjerker, man. I'm gonna cry so much when things get animated. Just have a redemption arc. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know though. I could see all of the admirals kind of going haywire. I mean, we already, okay, this is manga spoilers, FYI, but we've already seen Kuzan defect, right? And now we've got this great opportunity for Kizaru to possibly defect. And yes, Akainu, because we had that really good scene between Akainu and Kuma, where Akainu's trying to stop Kuma from leaving Mare Joie. And I think, I don't know, maybe I'm reading into it, but it seemed to me when he's talking to Kuma, it seemed like he was almost also talking about himself. Like, here he is witnessing someone who should not have a will of their own anymore. Someone who, for all extensive purposes... Hi, Muyu! Muyu daisuki! Muyu! Hi. We're about to feed you a devil fruit. We're about to. You will pay for this slander, Muu. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The great purple smoke is going to punish me. Oh, how terrible. How terrible. I won't enjoy that at all. Oh yeah, Muyu, do you have multiple stomachs or do you have one stomach? This is important. This is very important, Muyu. Do you have multiple stomachs? We need to know for science. It's science. But what I was saying is, I think that Akainu was kind of talking about himself when he's seeing Kuma go, because Akainu right now feels really stifled by being directly under the Gorosei in this new like head admiral, fleet admiral position. I could see only weirdos ask that. It's important. Okay, if you're too shy, you can DM me. I won't tell anyone, I promise. I'll keep it a secret, your stomach count. You can trust me with your stomach count. Anyways, that's why I think, I don't think it's definitely going to happen, but I could see possibly Akainu, I think what would happen is Akainu separating from the world government and kind of co-opting the Marines and taking the Marine power kind of and like heading that away from the world government. I could totally see that happening. And boy, would that put the world government in a terrible, terrible position, which would be really fun. Maybe I'm just hopeful because you guys know I'm an Akainu fan. I like all the admirals. I'm an admiral girly, okay? I love them, but like I said, I love them even if they stay evil. They can stay evil. Akainu killed Ace though? Yeah, I know. I know. I still like Akainu! All other Akainu fans, yay! I like all the admirals, I really can. Green Bull is kind of lame. I'm not sold on Green Bull yet. Green Bull, I need to see more from, because I'm not sold on him yet. What I will say is Fujitora love, Fujitora love, Fujitora love, 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 love. Kizaru is always sus. I like that he's sus though. He appeals to me. He appeals to me. Fujitora, best admiral. Listen, Fujitora, getting up to some shenanigans at the Reverie, and let me tell you, I was a fan. I was a fan. So we already know Fujitora could defect at any moment. And I think if Akainu really does defect from the world government, then Green Bull, who is an Akainu simp, would just follow right after him. You know? Alright. Alright, everybody. I think it's time to end this poll. We're ending the poll. And we're gonna see... Alright. 44% voted for the smoke fruit. 35% voted for the gas fruit. And 19% for the bubble fruit. You guys do like a stinky cow, don't you? You like your stinky cow. So we are officially going to feed Muu, the purple smoke. The Moku no Mi, aka the smoke fruit. Yay! Pachi. Do you guys feel good about this? I think this is a good decision. I do. Because I think that this one will be more conducive to a group environment. And I think it'll be nice that Muu and Saia can still hang out with each other without endangering the world. This is a good pick, definitely. And Logia is really powerful. Maybe after we decide all of the fruits for oh my gosh, wait, I just thought of something so fun. What if after I go through all of the gens and I pick out all of their devil fruits, then we can do like a tournament and we can debate like which gens would beat each other in a tournament? And we can see which gen ended up the strongest overall with their devil fruits. That would be so fun. It'll be, we can make a tournament arc. It's a tournament arc. Don't worry, I'll be a hockey user. Sakana doesn't get a devil fruit. Sakana's a fishman. I think it's funny, the fishman with devil fruits, because they can't swim, so they just sink to the bottom of the ocean and they just sit there. They just sit there at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah. Sakana knows hockey and fishman karate. It's Corrida Coliseum with the gens. Let's go. That's so fun. We are totally gonna do this. Wait, I just got really excited. Okay. Who are we doing next? Do we want to do Amy, Saia, or Hina? Who should we do next? It's creating content. Amazing, wonderful. Saia, Amy, Hina, Saia. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Saia, so we're gonna do Saia next. I don't know how soon I'll be able to do the next gen because I like sorely underestimated how much prep work these streams would take. I'm so glad that I ended up moving it from yesterday to today because I literally spent all day yesterday prepping for the stinking stream. If I had actually been trying to stream it yesterday, I would have been in a complete panic because I don't know if I would have been able to get it done on time. It took way more time than I thought it would. I mean, now that I have the basic setup, you know, and I can just like, I already have like the template, it would be a little easier. But we'll see. Okay. The first option for our dear Saia is the Magu no Mi, or the Magna fruit. Speaking of Akainu, and also speaking of fruits that actually are just better versions than other fruits. I did consider giving Saia the flame fruit, but I personally think that the Magna fruit is genuinely just a better flame fruit. So this is a Logia type that allows the user to create, control, and transform into magma at will, turning the user into a magma dragon. All right. These are a little lengthy, but I'm gonna read you the strengths from the wiki. I'll try to be quick about it. Let's see how fast I can read this. Even when compared to standard Logia, which are powerful in their own right, the Mago Mago no Mi possesses incredible power, particularly in terms of offense. The main strength of this devil fruit is that it allows the user to become control and produce magna, molten rock, to attack their opponents with. The intense heat can vaporize an iceberg instantly and boil seawater so that the magma happens to land in. Additionally, the heat from the magma melts away almost any flesh or metal that it comes in contact with and is capable of burning away entire parts of a human body, leaving the victim in a scarred or disfigured shape. With this power running for a 10-day battle, it was strong enough to permanently change the weather of half of an island into a blazing inferno. As a Logia, it can let physical attacks such as punches and slashes harmlessly pass through the user unless they are imbued with Haki. Because of the fruit's natural element, if one were to attempt to strike the user with their own body, they would end up seriously injured or burned. Weapons such as swords were also shown to melt after coming into contact with a Kainu. This fruit's ability is naturally of a higher order than the fire-manipulating Mera no Mi, that's the flame fruit, with the magma produced able to consume the opposing flames and neutralize the fire-based intangibility, harming the user. The Mago Mago no Mi has one of the highest offensive powers of any devil fruit, and its strength is powerful enough to take on people like Emporio, Ivankov, and Jinbei with minimal effort. The magma is hot enough to melt even a pacifista armoring. Did you guys get all that? Did you guys get all that? One Piece nerd rap. Yeah, sure. It is! It's Smaug! It's Smaug! It's Smaug! Ah! Saia would be Smaug! That makes me happy. That makes me happy. Okay, I'll also read the cons for you. Aside from standard devil fruit weaknesses, the powers do not seem to be weak against anything specific. In fact, the only things that the Mago Mago no Mi could not burn were the flames produced by Marco's mythical zone fruit. He's got the phoenix fruit. Marco, that's from Whitebeard's crew. If you remember him, he's got the pineapple head. Vista swords, Shank sabers, and Whitebeard's Bicinto. So it's only weapons. It doesn't work against Marco's flames, and it doesn't work against weapons that are infused with like very powerful Haki. Additionally, despite having abilities naturally vulnerable to the fruit's power, Aokiji was able to deal grievous injuries to the other Admiral during their 10-day duel. Other ways the user can be hurt include if the user is touching sea stone, being caught off guard, being attacked by the fruit's elemental weaknesses. So that would basically be ice, would be the only thing. Which is the only reason why Aokiji was able to do some damage, because Aokiji has the ice fruit. Let's see. So basically, there's really not a lot of weaknesses to this. and yeah, that's the thing is, even after that battle, Akainu still did come out on top over Aokiji. This is the other reason, though, that I think we could possibly see Akainu defecting, is because even though Akainu's all like, absolute justice, absolute justice, absolute justice, we know that the deal with the fight between him and Aokiji was a fight to the death. And despite the fact that Akainu won, in the end, he couldn't kill Aokiji. In the end, he went against his sense of absolute justice and did not kill Aokiji. So, we have some precedents for maybe Akainu getting a little shaken up. No, it's that he wouldn't. He literally wouldn't. He could have killed him, but he wouldn't, in my opinion. Actually, I think it's said straight out. I think Kuzan says it, actually. So, yeah. All right, so we're gonna write some prose. I'm actually, now I want to go, I don't want to get too off track, but I do want to go and look it up, because I'm pretty sure Kuzan actually does say that Akainu spared him. So, yeah. All right, we're gonna get some prose in here. I don't even know what to say. Extremely powerful. Highest offensive fruit ability. I think it's fair to say that, because the wiki basically said that. No need for a stove. Well, Saia already doesn't need a stove because Saia already does have power, right? I mean, has flame powers. Because that's the other thing is going into this is I don't want to do anything that's like pointless. For example, it would be pointless to give Saia like a dragon fruit, right? Because Saia is a dragon. So in this One Piece universe, Saia can already do all the things that she can already do. So Saia is already a flame dragon in this scenario. But I think that giving her the Magna fruit would just multiply her fire powers and make them even more powerful. But it would also be very useful for forging. This would be super useful for forging as a blacksmith, which, as you guys know, is Saia's occupation. Yeah. She's a mini Kaido. I suppose, except it's not a devil fruit ability, so it's even better. She's just naturally a dragon. Naturally a dragon. All right. Does she really need that heat though? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, it's hard to even write down the pros of this because it's just a very, very powerful, it's just a very powerful fruit. I would say, I'm just gonna say, Logia buffs. It's got the Logia buffs. It's a Logia. Logias, you know, have benefits to having them. The fire would probably be better for forging. No, I think the Magna would be better because she could like literally melt the iron and the steel and stuff in her smithery. Is that what you call it? A smithery? She can make donuts. Makes great donuts. It's a smithy. In the smithy. Yes. I think this would be very good for forging weapons, for sure. So dun 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 dun. Okay, if it wasn't strong before, now it's just OP. You need precise heat control. I don't see any reason why Saia wouldn't be able to precisely control the heat of her magna. We don't have any indication that it's like not controllable. We don't. Oh, another thing would could resistant even to magna, because I think it's pretty fair to say that Saia's resistant to fire. But is she actually resistant to magna itself? I don't know. But if she ate the magna fruit, she definitely would be. Definitely would be. It's magma, so there's only so low of a temperature that it could go. Yeah, but she already has fire powers. She already has fire powers too. So even if she needed to do something that the magna was too hot, then she can just use the flame from her wings and tails. Oh, magma? Is it magma or is it magna? I don't know. Magma? Magma? Magma. Mama. Mama. Okay. Magma. There we go. Okay. Do we have any cons? Is there really any cons? Okay. Might be forced into a bureaucratic job. Oh, okay. Well, but the thing is Saia's already weak to water and ice. Well, here's the thing: is there's all with any devil fruit, they're going to be weak to water. So I don't think it's fair to put that as one of the cons, because that's going to apply to all of them. And Saia's already weak to ice. So, yeah. Even weaker. Even weaker. Born to smith, forced to disc. Can't eat ice cream. Saia already can't eat ice cream. Did you guys not listen to our audio drama? Did you not listen to the Christmas audio drama? Saia already can't eat ice cream. She melts it. She melts it. Turns to stone in the rain? No, because she could always just not turn into magma at that point. She can't drink Pepsi. Yes, she can. Okay, true. True. That's, yeah. Weak to hockey. We can definitely put that one on there. Would be weak to hockey. But the thing is even if you're able to make the punch with hockey, it's still gonna burn your skin, man. It's still gonna burn your flesh. It would be hard for her to fight in the rain, but that's not really a con because that's how it is with all of them. It would be difficult to fight in the rain with all of these. Every devil fruit is weak to hockey. Okay, I see this a lot, people saying that, and I disagree. I don't think that that's okay because, for example, like if you use hockey against, let's say, Luffy, for example, it does not turn Luffy into, like, Luffy is still a rubber man. If you use hockey on Buggy, for example, like we've seen a hockey-infused sword chop or slice Buggy before, it doesn't make Buggy no longer a chop man. Buggy's still a chop man, right? And Luffy would still be a rubber man, so it's not really stopping their powers. Whereas, like, if you were to punch Smoker, you're literally, like, he's not able to, like, you turn him back from smoke. Does that make sense? Like, he can't turn into smoke because you hit him. So you're actually stopping his powers. So when I say that it's weak to hockey as a con, same thing with the bubble fruit. It's only, I mean, hockey's still gonna hurt no matter what. It's gonna hurt, but it doesn't actually stop the power. You would need Sea Stone to stop a Paramecia or Zone power. So, yeah, he's still smoke, but you can touch him and hit him. Oh, I guess that's true too. And so in that case, really the only, like, it's weak. The hockey difference comes between, like, it's like hockey actually counteracts an ability. So there's an ability that Logias have, which is to dodge attacks by becoming their element, that hockey directly counteracts, right? But hockey cannot counteract an ability of a Paramecia or a Zone user. It can just hit them like you could hit anybody else. At least that's the way that I understand it. So, cause I do see people sometimes thinking that it just stops abilities at all. Like oh, if you cut Buggy with a hockey infused sword, then Buggy wouldn't be able to chop. And we know for a fact that that's not the case because we've seen him get sliced with a hockey infused sword. So I see that misunderstanding a lot. At least it seems a misunderstanding to me. Thank you for making hockey confusing. No. It's really not confusing. It's really not. Are you sure that's how it works? I thought it kind of nullified Paramecia. I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. Well, because think about it this way. Even Sea Stone doesn't necessarily nullify their Paramecia powers. For example, we know from One Piece Stampede that, let's say Buggy is chopped in several pieces. If you touch him with Sea Stone, he doesn't snap back together into one person. His parts just fall to the ground. He's still a chop man. Even though you're touching him with Sea Stone, he still has his power. He's a chop man. And you see the same thing with Luffy in the East Blue. When Luffy's underwater and he's drowning, he's still a rubber man. So they're able to stretch his neck up and above. Yeah, Arlong Park. And they're able to stretch it up and above. So even Sea Stone and water don't stop them from being a chop man or a rubber man. So hockey doesn't either. Unless I'm completely misinterpreting it, I don't think Haki has any effect on Paramecia powers. I think it only negates that one defensive ability from Logia's, and otherwise it's just a very powerful attack. Right. Is what I think. So, yeah. At least we've gotten very off topic. We've gotten very off topic. Can we think of any other cons to the magma fruit? Oh, whoa, what did I just do? No, what did I do? Oh, there we go. I don't know if I can think of any. No, not hockey like ice hockey. Ooh, wow! The amount of enthusiasm you talk about this with makes you super happy. Thank you! I like it a little bit. I like it a little bit. But Saia already melts ice cream. Saia already... Hot temperament? We'll put hot temper, and we'll put question marks, because we don't know. It could increase the temper. It could. But we don't know for sure. It's nice to find a VTuber who likes One Piece as much. Yay! Yay! Tenma can get the hockey fruit since she's Canadian. What? There is no hockey. I should have said this too. As far as assigning everybody devil fruits, we are sticking to strictly canon fruits. As I don't even think I'm going to allow fruits from movies or filler arcs. I think we are going to specifically stick to manga canon fruits. All right, so we are going to lock this in, and the next option is the Supa no Mi, the dice fruit, used by Das Bones. I don't know how it's pronounced. Is it Das Bones or is it Das Bones? Das Bones? I don't know. Okay, but the Supa no Mi, or the dice fruit, this is a Paramecia type that enables the user's body to gain characteristics of a steel blade to attack opponents with, making the user a full-body bladed dragon. Now, yes, Saia does already have a very big sword, but this doesn't necessarily stop her from using the sword. It's just that she could also turn every other part of her body into a sword, and she could turn her tail. That massive tail of hers could turn into a sword. Yeah, it'd be like a fire and steel dragon. I actually really think it would be cool. And also, because Saia has knowledge of blacksmithery, I think that Saia could do a very good job of turning herself into very optimal blades. Like, she's very accustomed to blades, and she already knows how to use a sword, right? So I think she'd be able to pick up this fruit ability pretty well. So let's see. The major strength of the fruit, as demonstrated by Bones, is that its user can create strong blades from any part of their body. The ability allows the user's body to gain characteristics of steel, more specifically a blade. The user is immune to most slashing attacks and can cut through almost anything from flesh to stone. The user seems to have the ability to cut through objects without the need to physically touch them, much like flying slashes, used by various swordsmen. This has been shown through we don't care. Also, as demonstrated by moves like Bones' Spiral Hollow, the user can also make the blades spin like saws or drills, which I actually think is really cool. Because now Saia could turn her tail into a blade and it could spin around. That would be actually terrifying. However, the user's ability to resist slicing attacks is limited, as Bones is unable to easily manipulate the hardness of steel blades. So while the user is generally immune to most blade attacks, any sword strike strong enough to cut steel is sufficient to slice the user's flesh. Alright, so let's do some pros. So one, Saia already knows how to fight with blades. Okay? So that's a big pro. There wouldn't be a learning curve of having to learn how to fight with them because Saia's already a swordswoman. Didn't this guy have some skating moves too? Wait, I think he did. I think he did, didn't he? Oh my gosh, okay. In the episode where Crocodile and Daz show up to save Buggy from the Marines, why did they make Daz slay so hard? And he looks so good in that pink shirt. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh no, this is another one that is not the real image. This is actually the Mochi Mochi no Mi. Mochi Mochi no Mi. And I edited it just a little bit to make it look different. This is not the official fruit design. There isn't an official fruit design that I could find. So this is another one that is fake. It's a fake design. The only real design you've seen so far is the smoke fruit. All of the other fruits have been fake so far. Fan designs. Yeah, we'll never need to buy a kitchen knife. I'm gonna say finger blades. I'm gonna say finger blades because that's very convenient for many things. Basically, her fingers can be scissors, which is really nice. You did. I'm sorry you got rused. I'm really sad by how few official photos we do have of the devil fruits. So I did have to just make them up. Yes, the drill thing can become a drill. And then, yeah, we'll put can skate. Can skate. Good for escaping ice, which would normally maybe make Saia weak. But if Saia was trapped in ice, she could simply skate upon it. Big, meaty tail sword. That's a really big pro. It's a really big pro here. It is going to be hard to beat the magma fruit, but I did my best. I did my best. All right, so let's see some cons. So we already know one con is that blades can only be as strong as steel. So anything that could cut steel could still anything that can cut steel can still cut Saia's blades. No, she could still use her sword. There's no reason she couldn't use her sword. She could use both. Why not? Especially if her sword is stronger than steel, then she might need to still use it. In fact, I could see if her sword is stronger than steel, then she could use her sword, but her tail turn her tail into a blade, right? And so then as she's fighting you with her sword and you're having to like block her sword, then she could spin around and slice you unexpectedly with her tail. Stop it with the tomatoes. That was a good pun. Get out of here. That one was good. It's dual wielding. I'm not gonna go too much into Devil Fruit Awakenings only because a lot of these we haven't seen awoken, so it doesn't seem totally fair. The vast majority of fruits we have not seen the awakenings of, so. Wouldn't that be a good fighting style? I sound like I'm trying to sell you swords. Okay, here's a con. Would be challenged by annoying swordsman. You know some swordsman is gonna come up and be like, Saia, are you following the way of the sword? And it would be annoying. So we're gonna have to put that one in cons for sure. Wait. Wait, we're gonna put Beats paper over here. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, we're gonna solidify this here. And the third option is the Buki Buki no Mi, or the Arms fruit. Again, this is not the official fruit. This is a different fruit that I recolored. This is a paramecia type that gives the user the ability to change their body parts into weapons, making them a full body weapon. I do think that this one could be really fun. So I'll read the little blurbs about the arms fruit. The Buki Buki no Mi gives the user the ability to change their body into any type of weapon. The user can either transform small parts of their body like the fingers, hands, or arms, or a larger body section such as the entire torso or even their whole body into a weapon. While transformed into a weapon, the user does not take any damage inflicted as a result of the weapon's impact, such as detonating while in the state of an explosive. If the user's body is broken apart as a result of the weapon's intended effects, the pieces can easily reform into the user's full body undamaged, akin to a Logia. However, this Logia-like regeneration does not apply to the user's human form, even if the user is partially transformed. As far as the weaknesses go, although transforming into self-detonating weapons such as missiles and bombs does not harm the user remains vulnerable to generated weapons if they are aimed at oneself voluntarily or otherwise. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some cons here. So one big con is that she would have to learn how to use. Because we know that Saia is already really good with a sword, but in order to actually be good with any of these weapons that she's turning into, she would also have to master these weapons. Because it's not really any point of turning into a gun if you're not good at shooting a gun. You see what I mean? So it seems like a really good, like, that you can turn into every weapon, but you really have to be willing to learn how to operate all of those weapons to utilize them fully. So I will put that in as a con. Another con that I'm going to put is, what would she make? What would she make now? She couldn't make her own weapon. She is a weapon. She's a weapon. She's a weapon dragon. So why now she can't make weapons for herself. She's a blacksmith. Will she lose? Will she lose sight of her hobby? Innovate new weapons. She could make armor. She could make weapons for other people. I'll caveat. What would she make for herself? What weapons? What weapons would she make for herself? She wouldn't have a need to anymore. I do think that is a con. She makes jars also, that's true. She does love jars. The thing is she wouldn't need to make a gun blade. She could just turn into a gun blade. Oh my gosh, wait. Saia turning into a gun blade. Saia turning her tail into a gun blade? But I also think that Saia gets a satisfaction from building her sword, is what I'm saying. I don't think it would be as satisfying for Saia to just turn into a sword as it is for her to smith her sword, if that makes sense. But the pros obviously would be very versatile with many weaponry options. This is a very, very versatile fruit, for sure. Let's see. She could turn into a comically huge gun. She could not turn into a shark that shoots bees from its mouth. I'm gonna say no. Absolutely not. A car is a weapon? No, I don't think she can turn into a car. I guess she could turn into a tank. Could she turn into a tank? I'm not sure. Because a tank is a weapon, right? Surely being cool, yes, is very cool. Absolutely, super, super cool. A tank gun, yeah, the gun of the tank. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe not the tank itself, but the gun of the tank, for sure. Could turn into a cannon, could turn into a nuke. Yep, could do that. Absolutely. No worries about being late. I hope you had fun shoveling snow. I forbid her from becoming a turret. I forbid it. I forbid Saia from becoming a turret. A turret. No turret. Turret hate. Oh, yes, yeah. Let's put that there. Power limited to users' knowledge base. Yes. I think that is a good one, too, as well. So that would just depend on how much Saia wants to study it. There are more pros. I'm just blanking on how to say them. Okay. Can survive all damage from own attacks. Because that's definitely a pro too. Because she can explode and it's not going to hurt her. For sure. Oh yeah, good close and far range. Close and far range. That's a good point. Okay, that looks like enough pros. Yeah? I'm surprised the Baku Baku no Mi didn't make the cut. Think of all the metal Saia could use for her smithery. Her smithy. It was really hard in general to choose because I had a lot of options for everybody, but I was like, if I go through all of them, this stream is gonna be forever long. I mean, we've already been at it for like 2 hours and we're only like halfway through. I didn't want this stream to be too awful long. So I had to narrow it down to three. And I also might be biased by characters that I like, you know? Because I really like Baby 5 and I really like Mr. 1. Das Bones, or Das Bones, whichever it is. So, a little biased. It makes me want to choose certain ones. Alright, so, okay, this is taking longer than I thought, so I'm not going to reread all the pros and the cons, but we will go back through each of these options once again. Oh, which ones did I... Oh! I forgot to merge this one down, hold on. Okay, so we've got the magma fruit, the dice fruit, or the arms fruit. So now I will let you guys vote. What fruit should I feed to Saia? Saia. Is it going to be the magma fruit, the dice fruit, or the arms fruit? What? I like that I'm having you guys vote so I don't have to take the blame. If any of them don't like the fruit that they ended up with, well, guess what? It's more your fault than my fault. The arms fruit is really cool. It is very cool, but it is gonna be hard to beat the magma fruit. It's one of the most powerful fruits. So, are you guys sad that it's winning? Wait, don't make fun of me. I have a speech impediment. I have a speech impediment, please. You guys are so mean. You know what? It is your fart. It's all of your farts. All you stinky, stupid, stinky, fart-filled chat. Stop farting, chat. So rude. It's not my fault. It is all of y'all's. The fault lies with chat and not with me. I don't even watch One Piece. I'm just here to pick the option that makes people mad. I didn't think any of these options would make people mad, to be honest. I mean, I feel like I was pretty generous. Like, all of them are pretty cool. Like, all of them are pretty good options, I think. It just kind of depends. You know? Everything makes people mad. Is your speech impediment just being Southern? Because that's just cute. No! 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 Maybe you just like getting mad? That's okay. I also like when you get mad. I like when you get mad too. So basically, we're a match made in heaven. You like to be mad, and I like to both see you angry and make you angry. We're a match. We're a match. Yay! Yay! Weapons are cooler. I do. Well, I mean, it's close. If you guys wanna, like, I'm not gonna end it quite yet. Oh no, it's not close. I'm lying. I saw the 55% and I forgot that there were 3 options. Yeah, magma fruit's definitely going to win. But I do agree with you guys that the arms fruit would have been cool. But you never know, because all of these fruits that we're not voting for this time, they could end up, you beg a recount. What was I saying? Oh, all of the fruits that don't get chosen could possibly re-emerge. Could possibly re-emerge later on. No, we're only doing canon fruits. We're not making up any fruits, and we're not using fruits from movies or anime filler. The first 2 choices, I had more than one choice. What? Take the lost arms fruit low. I agree with the arms. It would be cool. But I don't know. The magma fruit is very powerful. It is very powerful. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and end this since it seems pretty obvious who is going to win. You guys have voted the Magu no Mi! The Magu no Mi! Also, let me point out that this is not the official fruit design. This is the flame fruit that I just changed the colors. Can you believe that we don't have a canon design for the magma fruit? Like, I feel like at the very least, all the Admiral's fruits should be designed. I was honestly shocked and appalled by how few designs that we have. It is a travesty, and it makes my life so much harder. It made putting this together so much harder. So much harder. All right. Yay! So we only have 2 options left. We either can do Hina, or we can do Amy. Who should we do? Miss Hina or Amy Sami? Hina or Amy Sami? Cheese to meet you. Hina. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Hinas. We're gonna go with Hina. Bum. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's go. Option number 1 for Miss Hina is the Chiyu no Mi, or the heal fruit. This is a paramecia type that grants the user the ability to heal any wound or injury through the liquid from their bodies, like tears. Listen, I purposely did not choose Marco's fruit because Hina's already a bird, so that felt weird to me. That's why there's really not any zones in this, because all of them are already animals. So it felt weird to give them another animal on top of it. I guess I could have, but I didn't. Maybe I will for other gens. Okay, but yes, it does work with sweat. It also works with sweat and tears. So I'll read the little blurbs. The major strength of the fruit is that oh wait, I almost read the wrong one. I almost spoiled something. Okay, this fruit allows the user to heal any living thing that is wounded or injured. It can even, yes, it works on pretty much, it can even put the limb back together. It can't create a limb if you've lost a limb, but like if you're holding your severed limb, you can put them together. The healing powers manifest in the form of tears from the user's body or other liquids. As soon as the tears touch a living thing, they are restored to perfect health. However, despite being able to heal body parts back together, it cannot create them from nothing. The user can also create water at the palms of their hands, basically sweat, which also carry the same healing properties. The power does have a limit to how many times it can be used. Since Leo told Princess Moncherry to just heal herself and run after rescuing her, it can be inferred that the user can also heal themselves. It is currently unknown if the user can heal diseases. The user also has the ability to restore damaged inanimate objects to their original form, though their lifespan will be shortened in the process. So if they're healing, like, we know that they can heal injuries, but we don't know necessarily if they can heal diseases. And also they can, like, you could, if like a building was destroyed, could technically heal the building, but it would shorten Miss Hina's lifespan. So that would be really bad. Can it heal emotional damage? No, unfortunately. The only thing that can heal emotional damage is spending time with me. I will heal your emotional damage. The fruit's power to heal requires the user's power to actually make contact with the recipient to work. The fruit's ability can also be used by others against their will. The user cannot force their tears to not have healing properties. All right, so let's write. So I'll put some cons in here to begin with. So one of the cons is definitely that can be forced to cry and heal things. That's a pretty big con. Can't heal objects without shortening lifespan. Another con, thank you for the supa! Another con is that healing liquid must come in contact with the person being, can I type? Person being healed. So, does the user's own blood also heal? They don't say blood. I thought it was any liquid from the body, but it specifically says tears and also sweat from the hands. Contact is a pro. I mean, you say that, but Hina can't heal you through the internet. Her tears aren't gonna get to you through the internet. Yeah, maybe only water-like substances. That's probably the case. No spit. Yeah, I guess it's not spit. Even though I would argue that's pretty water-like, right? Sakana will handle that. Get on it, Sakana. Get on it. All right, so here's some pros. Is that Hina cries a lot. Hina's gonna produce a lot of tears. Hina's gonna produce a lot of tears, right? I mean, what is better than the tears and sweat of a beautiful celestial woman? Nothing. There's nothing. I mean, this is just a really good option. You guys, this is a really good option. Can heal. Oh, this one is also would work really well in a team. Cause Hina can be our healer, right? It's the Star Woman tears. Star Woman tears. Exactly. Oh yeah. So it's just like on top. It's extra healing on top of her healing voice. Exactly. That's a great point. These are all very good points. So there's a lot of pros and a lot of cons. No, a lot of pros and only a few cons to this. This is, I think, a good fruit. Yeah, that's true. I'll put that in cons. No offensive ability. So she would strictly be a healer in a group fight for us. That's all. I can't throw hands. All right. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 is the Doru Doru no Mi, or the Wax Wax fruit. This is a paramecia type that allows the user to create large quantities of wax from their body and control it, making the user a candle songbird. Now, you guys okay, if you guys don't know why I picked this one, then you're not a real Hina stan. Then you don't love Hina as much as I love Hina. Because Hina loves candles. And I think that Hina would really like to be a candle songbird. She'd be a candle woman. A candle woman. Alright, so I will read you guys the little blurbs. The major strength of the fruit, as demonstrated by Mr. 3, or Galdino, which is such a freaking cool name. Did you guys know that Mr. 3's real name is Galdino? It's a really cool name. And also Galdino in that latest episode with Buggy. First of all, shout out to Galdino for confirming after all of these years that yes, indeed, Buggy's nose does honk. We finally have confirmation thanks to good old Mr. 3. And also, he was just so swarmy. He came slithering up. He's wringing his hands. He's being so swarmy. I love Mr. 3. I love Galdino love. Galdino love. Okay, I'm continuing. Mr. 3 is that the user is able to produce candle wax from their body and mold it into any shape they wish. When the wax hardens, it becomes as strong as steel. The wax is also resilient to certain acidity, such as the stomach acid of a banana wani and Magellan's Hydra. That's really resistant. Imagine being able to resist Magellan's Hydra. That's insane. Actually, I never even thought about that. That's insane. The user's hair becomes ignited when the fruit power is activated, making the user resemble a candle. The fire does not harm the user, though. Yes. I think the candles would be scented. I think they would smell very good. I think they would smell very good. So for some weaknesses, a piece of hardened wax can be broken if struck by another piece of hardened wax, causing both pieces of wax to crumble. Despite its density, the wax will still melt if exposed to flames or heat, including the fire burning on Mr. 3's head. Wait, I forgot about that. That's hilarious. Also, with the user being a candle woman, due to the fruit's powers, placing the user in an environment with a significant amount of heat can greatly weaken them. Alright, I think that Hina could decide on whatever scent that Hina wanted. I mean, it makes her a candle woman, so I believe that she should be able to pick whatever scent she wants. Okay, so a con would be weak to heat. Another con would be the flame on her head will melt her own wax. Let's see, what else? Wax parts. If wax parts hit each other, they will crumble. All right. I suppose it could be stinky if she wished it. So I'm gonna say can control the candle scent to whatever she pleases. Miss Hina loves candles. All right, I'm gonna have to get rid of the miss so it'll fit. Hina loves candles. Okay, this has good defensive power because she can make shields. And then it also has offensive power. No, I guess not really offensive. It's more of like debuff because she can slow people down by trapping them in wax. She can actually like turn them into wax statues. So it'll be defensive and kind of a debuff, right? She can light up a room. Wait, that's so cute. Hold on. She can already do that though. No, now Ripley, money as Ripley Museum's #1 provider. Yes, that's true. Can make objects with wax. Yes, because she could make keys, for example, as we've seen Galdino do. Make objects with, oh, that's right, and clones. Dang, this is a really versatile power. There's a lot of stuff that she could do. Yes, she could. I'll leave that along with make objects. Will include like armor, and defensive power. Both kind of are with that. So, dang, there's a lot of good. I kind of picked this one as a joke, I'm not gonna lie, but now that I have everything written out, I actually think this would be a pretty cool option. So we're gonna go ahead and solidify these ones. And then the last option is the Soru Soru no Mi, or the Soul Soul fruit. As you guys know, Hina loves controlling souls. Hina likes controlling souls for the moon goddess. But if she ate this fruit, she could control them for herself. This one is busted. Okay, paramecia type that allows the user to interact with and manipulate souls. Okay, if I read the entire wiki page to you guys, it's so long. It's so freaking long that I don't even know where to start. Guys, do you want me to read this like massive paragraph telling you everything that this fruit can do? Or do we want to just work off the assumption that everybody here kind of knows? Yes? 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 Sure? Yeah. Wait, I actually thought you guys would say no. Okay. I'm gonna read it, but I'll try to do it fast. Do it the ASMR way. I don't wanna shock people. I can't do the abridged version because I didn't have time to summarize it, so that's my bad. Okay. I'm just gonna try and read it fast. Okay. The fruit's power of soul manipulation, as demonstrated by Big Mom, consists of manifesting and drawing out the souls of other people who feel fear towards the user. The manifested souls take the form of a light pink, spectral-looking, tangible substance which leaks out of the victim's body like smoke. The user can extract the victim's soul by grabbing it once it is surrounding the target's body and pulling it out. This effectively steals from the victim's very lifespan, the amount of which is determined by the user. It is possible to steal decades of a person's life at once should they desire, or mere seconds. The user can steal part of the victim's lifespan, leaving their remaining lifespan that much shorter, or even take enough years to steal a victim's entire remaining lifespan, killing them instantly. By infusing objects with soul fragments, the user can humanize them. Recipients, called homies, gain human-like intelligence, as well as the ability to speak. Almost anything can be made into a homie, including plants, minerals, food, clothing, furniture, air, light, or even living animals. Inanimate objects are brought to life and gain the ability to stand upright and move independently, their most notable feature being that they have a human face. Some of them can gain special abilities, such as a carpet homie being able to fly. Animal homies become more human-like, not only gaining the ability to talk and walk upright, but also fighting and using weapons. According to Big Mom, the more powerful the individual soul was taken from, the more powerful the resulting homie will be. Additionally, homies will be more powerful if they possess a larger quantity of soul fragments within them, and can eat other homies to absorb their soul and become stronger. The user can infuse souls into substances produced by the other devil fruits. For example, Big Mom can give life and autonomy to crackers, biscuit soldier puppets, and Peros candy constructs. Okay, there's so much. I'm not even like a fourth through, so I'm just gonna stop here. Basically, the soul fruit is literally broken. It's so broken. But I'm just gonna stop there because it's a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and write some freaking prose on here. So, okay. I'm just gonna put soul manipulation. But yes, I will say that a con that we can go ahead and put too is that you must be afraid of her. She can't take your soul if you're not afraid of her. So that might be a little bit of a challenge for Hina specifically, because Hina's not super scary. At least not in my opinion. Basically can create minions. But what I will notice is that, or what I will note as a con is, minions are not necessarily guaranteed to be loyal. We do have examples of homies turning against Big Mom should they wish. You don't think anyone is afraid of Hina? Maybe if she starts sacrificing more souls to the moon goddess, then yeah, see, some people are afraid. Also, another con would be might be stepping on the moon goddess's toes. Because this might be a little too powerful. I don't know how the moon goddess would feel. Because now instead of sacrificing the souls to the moon goddess, she would be using them for her own means. So this might be a problem for her piety. This might be a problem for her piety. Pro, all her users offer their souls voluntarily. Yes, yeah, we would say BBs will offer their souls willingly. Absolutely, that is a pro for sure. Pro's immortality. Well, I think Miss Hina is already immortal. I don't think Miss Hina is a being that can die. I think Miss Hina will be outliving us all. Those who love her give their souls for free, and those who fear her can be reaped also for free. That's true. Yeah, that's true. It could work this way. I think you could. I wonder if you can voluntarily offer your soul, though. I wonder if you have to be afraid for her to be able to take your soul, or if you could offer it willingly. I'm not sure. I actually don't know the answer to that, because there is the scene where you see people living in Whole Cake Island just kind of like doing their yearly offering of a piece of their soul, and they didn't necessarily all look afraid, at least at that point in time. But maybe there's an underlying fear of Big Mom that's always there, and that allows them. But for the purposes of this, we are going to assume that should you actually want to voluntarily give your soul, that you can, even if you're not afraid. Remember that people offered their lifespans willingly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I thought. I remembered that. So yeah, I think you can volunteer. Unless it's the caveat of like deep underneath all of that, they were actually afraid. You don't know something One Piece related. Fake fan. I'm a fake fan. Tomato. I don't even like One Piece. I've been lying to all of you. Oh wait. Oh my gosh. She could make ice cream homies. I think Hina would really like ice cream homies. I think Hina would really like ice cream homies. It was all a lie. It was all the biggest ruse. Runie's biggest ruse. Everyone has seen her temper tantrum, so they probably all feared her. Yeah, I'm wondering if that might be the case. But for these purposes, we're just gonna say that you can voluntarily offer your soul to Hina. Yes. Wouldn't they just melt? No, I don't think so. I think they'd be fine, actually. Candle. Oh my gosh! Also candle homies. I think Hina would really like candle homies. Absolutely. So, wait, okay, in addition, the user can turn their individual body parts into homies themselves, allowing said parts to act independently of the user's own normal bodily functions. Big Mom, for example, can give life to her own skeleton in order to restructure itself in the case of broken bones, thus providing a unique form of self. This is so broken. This fruit is so broken. You know what? I'm just gonna put broken fruit as a pro. There's so much stuff. I literally did not read all of the stuff that it can do. Absolutely incredible. Okay, but While incredibly powerful, the Soul fruit comes with several limitations. One limitation is that the user has to be in close proximity to the target in order to be able to take away their lifespan, as they need to physically grab and pull it out of their body. Oh wait, it does say here that they have to be afraid. At least a little bit afraid. But I think that the baby boards will still be able to. I think they'll still be able to offer it because they'll have a little bit of fear, if not fear of Miss Hina themselves. You know what they fear. They fear the G word. They fear the G word. So there is a little bit of fear regarding Miss Hina in their hearts, and I think that that's enough fear to allow them to. Wait, do you guys really not know what I mean? Thank you, Lewis. Thank you. I thought that would be obvious. Yes, like the album. Oh my god. I really thought that one. You were just rusing me? Ah, I see. Thank you for the ruse. Mwah, 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 mwah. All right. Let's see. What might be some other cons? Okay. Let's see some other cons. Let me see if there's a huge paragraph for this on the wiki too. So it appears that a person's own soul can be returned to them after being extracted, circumventing this limitation. Oh wait. Blah 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 blah. I don't feel like reading this whole paragraph. Let's just brainstorm on our own. Are there any other cons that we can think of with the? Okay, here's a con though that I think, because I think that I already put that one on there, the heretic. I think that Hina would be overprotective of her homies. And I think that would be difficult because there's no guarantee that the homies are going to be very strong. And if they're fighting for her, it's very likely that they might get hurt and damaged. So I think that would really hurt. Like if one of Hina's candle homies actually burnt out, I think she'd be very sad. Yeah, I don't think she'd want to sacrifice her homies. And not being able to sacrifice your homies, or at least like have your homies consume each other, severely weakens one of the pros of this fruit, which is that you can, kind of use your homies to your will. If you're not willing to be a little bit evil with them, And as we all know, Miss Hina is not evil. I am evil. I am the epitome of evil, and Hina is the epitome of not evil, as we all know. Yes, it's kind of made for an evil person like me. Perhaps I should eat the soul fruit. All right, so we will finalize this, and yeah, so now we can pick which one. Oop, what did I just do? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we have the Chiyu Chiyu no Mi, or the Heal fruit, or the Doru Doru no Mi, wax fruit, or the Soru Soru no Mi, Soru no Mi, soul fruit. No, I'm not eating a fruit. I'm going to be the one Phase Connect member that does not have a devil fruit. That way, when all of them drown, fall into the ocean, I can save them. I'm gonna be a hockey woman. I'm a hockey woman. I'm gonna beat up all the Logias. Okay, what fruit should I force feed to Miss Hina? All right. Is it going to be the Heal fruit? The wax fruit? Or The soul fruit. Now let me say this. If Hina gets the soul fruit and we have the magma fruit, I think it's gonna be pretty hard to beat. It's gonna be pretty hard to beat Gen 3 in the final tournament. You will be Sanji? No! I will be like Zoro or Frankie. No, actually, I want to be like Garp. I want to be a hockey woman like Garp. I want to be like Garp. Exactly. I'm not a Sanji hater. I like Sanji. He's just, I don't want to be Sanji. You know, sometimes you like someone, but you don't want to be them. I don't want to be Sanji. Oh, I could, like Kobe. Honest justice. Honest justice. Nah, you a hater. Respect my boy. I do. I like Sanji. I like all of the Straw Hats. I do. Sanji does happen to be my least favorite Straw Hat. Kobe is literally my son. I gave birth to Kobe. He is my child. I will protect him with my life. Kobe is my son. That's why he has pink hair. Kobe is a wimp. Not anymore. I will say no more. I will say no more on the subject because I don't want to be a terrible spoiler. Says me, who's already spoiled about a million things. You let your son get nabbed by Alvida. It's called tough love. It's called life lessons. It's called life lessons. I love Brooke. I love Brooke. I love all the Straw Hats. A whole bunch. A whole bunch. Runie, you're literally the manifestation of spoilers. If he's your son, no! No, it was Immaculate Conception. It was Immaculate Conception. Oh no. I just realized that the chat has not been showing this whole time. How did that happen? How did that happen? Well, it's fixed now. 3 hours in. No, did you guys tell me and I just missed it? No, add it to a supa. Add it to a supa. If you're gonna send a supa already, add it to the supa so I see it. I totally missed it. Out of all the comments to miss, I'm so sorry. Well, I noticed eventually. Now we have it. It's okay. You'll have the live chat replay. You didn't notice? Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Jinbei is like that cool uncle you don't see too often, but he's really... Yes. I really like Jinbei. And I think Jinbei was a perfect addition to the Straw Hats. I'm so happy that he's finally just... He's in the crew! Miss Scuff Connect. Is there a Gen 3 Jolly Roger? Well, we'd have to decide a captain first. Perhaps before we have our tournament, we can decide who the captain of each gen is, and then we can decide their pirate crew name and design their Jolly Roger. Oh, I guess their crew name would be... No, but that's kind of... Yeah, I guess the crew name would be... Like, we would be Euphoria. No, the Euphoria Pirates. The Euphoria Pirates. But... I still think that the Jolly Rogers should be based off of the captain. I'm not talented enough to do a whole boat design, otherwise I would. I've never drawn a boat before. I'm not that creative. Yes, I am caught up with the manga. I'm caught up. This is a close poll. I'll let it sit for a little bit. What would my position be? I don't know. That feels like a whole discussion for another day. That feels like a whole discussion for another day. So we'll see. None for Gen 1. Runie or Amy for Gen 3. Lumi for Invaders. Not sure for Gen 2. We'll have to see. I don't know if I would want to be captain. I would rather let someone else be the face. And I can just do my evil deeds with a little less attention, right? It's kind of like Crocodile and Mihawk, right? I could let Amy be the chairwoman, and I could have a little less heat, a little less heat. Yeah, I'm strategizing like the Cross Guild, man. You know me. You know me. Number one mentalist over here. I vote Runie for captain. That way you would be the one to fight Buggy at one point, earn his No! 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 I wouldn't fight Buggy. I want to fight Alvida. I want to fight Alvida. I could kick her butt. I want to fight Alvida or Galdino because I could take either of them. I could take Moji and Kabaji too. I want to take one of them. Give me someone easy. Runie, Buggy is a canon event. No, stop. Stop. Yeah, I'll bully the weak. I'm evil. I'm evil. That's what I do. Close the pool. Close the poll? Okay, let me look. Let me see what's going on with this poll right now. Whoo, it was close, but I do think that we can go ahead and end this, which means that you guys have voted. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait. This is the wrong one. You're seeing the alternate universes. You voted for the Chiyu Chiyu no Mi. Fight Alvida for... Stop! Stop! No! Alvida, no! Okay. Okay. You know what? Fine. I refuse to get flustered. I'm not gonna let you guys keep getting away with this. I refuse to get flustered from now on. Say what you will. Say what you will. I'm not gonna feed you with reactions anymore. Ugh, I need water. I need water. What will I feed you then? Tuna. I'm feeding you tuna. I hope you like tuna. Alright, we only have one more left. One more left that has yet to be decided. The lie detector test has determined that... Well, lie detector tests aren't even accurate in the first place, okay? Maybe I just got nervous for some other reason. Maybe there was something else going on, okay? Maybe I just stepped on a tack or something. Screw you and your lie detector test. Cheese to meet you. It's Amy! Amy Isami. And the first choice is... the Oto Oto no Mi, or the Ton Ton fruit. This is not the actual fruit. This is actually the Uta Uta no Mi, but I changed the colors. This is a paramecia type that allows the user to transform parts of their body into musical instruments and play music with a variety of destructive effects. Runie putting the chop chop on that combo. Yeah, that's right, I chopped it. Bleh, bleh. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a con on here. We're just gonna go ahead and add a con to this, which is that it's associated with Apu, and everybody hates Apu. All the homies hate Apu. What? What do you mean? What do you mean Apu was awesome? Amazing? Not me, he's cool? I am shocked right now. I am shocked. Genuinely did not think that there would be a single person. I did not think a single person could exist that would actually like Scratchman Apu. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I hate all the long arms. I've never met a long arm that I liked. I hate the long arms, and Apu is just example number 1. Get that pa out of my sight. All right, I'll read the pros and cons now. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Okay. By transforming their body parts into instruments, such as turning teeth into piano keys or an arm into a trumpet, and playing specific notes and tunes, the user can release music that causes damaging effects to their opponents, the type of damage being determined by what tune they play. There's a wide range of attacks the user can perform, from physical strikes like punches and slashes to elemental attacks like explosions. Since attacks come from sound waves which travel at very quick speeds and cover a very wide range, it can be very difficult to recognize and dodge an incoming attack. Even Admiral Kizaru, whose devil fruit power allows him to move at the speed of light, was caught off guard by the fruit's effects. Anyone who is within eyeshot and earshot of Apu will be affected by the music. He can specifically choose which targets to affect by simply looking at them. Alright. The long legs are better than the long arms, 100%. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. I am reading a script. That's straight from the wiki. Alright, so pros is Amy is already very good with music. So this is a pro. This would be a good fruit, I think, for Amy, because Amy's already skilled with music. Other thing is the power is selective, so she doesn't have to, it's not going to be collateral damage, right? I mean, my legs are pretty long. So maybe I am biased. Maybe I am biased. I'm also very, very tall. I'm really tall, like the long leg tribe. It's true. Con will get noise complaints. Yes, that's a good one. Noise complaints. Noise complaints. For sure. Let's see. There are some other cons. However, the fruit's powers only work if the user's targets can actually hear the music. So that's a con. A target must hear the music. If they cover their ears, they can move out of the sound range. They won't be affected. Apu is unable to attack anything he cannot see. That's another one. Can only target what she can see. So if you move too fast for her to perceive with her eyes, she won't be able to attack you. It is annoying. It is annoying. I'm just gonna put pa, and I think that speaks for itself. Does the Ota no Mi have buffing effects? No, I think it only has damage effects. Because it did say that it had a variety of effects, but I think it's only like offensive. But I will put this that it has offensive power. but I don't think that it can do anything else. I guess, yeah, maybe that could be a debuff to enemies. Possibly? I don't know. Why does Amy get such a bad... It's not really a bad fruit. I mean, it's actually... I mean, like we just said, this fruit even took Kizaru off guard. This is one of the most powerful characters in the entire series. No, Apapapa is not a pro. I refuse to put it in pro. I refuse. While some of the user's attacks can be performed quickly, others appear to require a longer playing period. The attacks do not have any special impact on Logia users. Okay, so another con we'll put is that have to play the tones, and sometimes play for longer, or play longer for certain effects. Okay, so I think that's enough cons. We need some more pros though, because I think there's definitely more pros that I just haven't written down. Oh, that's true. We'll always have any instrument she wants. That's a really big pro, for sure. Great for parties. Great for parties. You're right. Absolutely. Okay, but this is good because it will utilize Amy's creativity. Because Amy's already really creative. So I think that's why this is part of why this is a really good fruit for her. Oh dang, I gotta shorten this amount. Okay. Offensive power. Power is selective. It's offensive. Okay, I can shorten it this way. Have any instrument. Oh, they're killing me. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of the have too. Any instrument she wants. There we go. So these are... She doesn't have to have the teeth as pianos, because I would say that is a con. If she had to have the piano teeth, that would definitely be a con. Her art background music is probably a form of this fruit. You've got a good point there. You've got a good point there. What do you mean that's the best part? You guys are so cursed. You guys are cursed. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this in stone here. Next up, the Bane Bane no Mi, or Spring fruit. A paramecia type that allows the user to transform parts of their body into springs, as known from Bellamy. So I picked this fruit because... Ain't no way. I picked this fruit because Amy has a lot of energy. She's a hyperactive little hamster. So I could definitely see Amy using the spring fruit to just boing, boing, boing. And also sometimes this fruit is translated as the boing, boing fruit. And I can see our precious Amy going boing, 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 all around the room, literally bouncing off the walls. And it's really not that bad of a fruit. I think Bellamy is kind of weak. But in different hands, I actually do think that this fruit could be pretty powerful. Hina has the boing boing fruit. Wait, I almost knocked over my desk. Boing, boing. Chi, oppai. Boing, boing. All right. The major strength of this fruit is that it gives its user the ability to transform parts of their body into springs. By turning their legs into springs, the user can launch themselves at high speeds, often moving too fast for the opponent to see. Similar to Kuro's cat out of the bag attack. The user is then able to launch themselves towards the opponent suddenly, allowing for greater momentum. Due to the reactive force of bouncing off a solid surface, the user can break apart said surfaces, And by applying this ability to other parts of the body, such as the arms, the user can also create strong, longer range punches. Okay, so let's see. Some pros to this is increased speed and power. Another pro to this is can destroy objects by propelling off of them. Another con is long range punch and kicks. Boing boing. Let's see. I think it would matches Amy's energy. I think we'll say that. Let's see. And then let's go with cons. Cons of the fruit. So one weakness of this fruit's power lies within the self-propulsion by the legs turning into springs. The user can only be propelled in a straight direction, which makes it easy for opponents to predict the user's trajectory and counterattack. And if they do, the user's current speed can cause said counterattack to become more severe. Also, the user requires both solid surfaces and sufficient space to allow for optimal movement. Therefore, the potential of this fruit is dependent on the nature of the battlefield. Spaces with walls and open floors may serve more useful than enclosed spaces or flat grounds. Lastly, the destructive nature of the bouncing may cause unwanted collateral damage depending on the power of the bounce. So, collateral damage, we'll put that one at the top. We'll say can only go straight, may be weak to counter attacks. What was the other one? Power dependent on the environment to bounce off of. All right, con ADHD. ADHD. Amy's gonna get bullied when her legs turn into springs. Alright, let's see. Any other cons? Motion sickness? Okay, we can put that one. That also could be a con for sure. Motion sickness. Motion sickness. I think ADHD, it's kind of like matches Amy's energy, boing boing. But then ADHD is also a con. Yeah, it's kind of a pro and also a con. Alright. So I think this is enough. I think we can settle. I think we can be happy with this. What just happened? There we go. So now we're gonna move on to option number 3, which I think you guys are going to like. Also, let me say once again, this is not the official fruit. This is just a recolored of a different fruit. Because this one doesn't have an official fruit. And neither does this one. The fruit you see here is actually the bomb bomb fruit, but we're not talking about the bomb bomb fruit. This is the Pamu Pamu no Mi, or the pop pop fruit. The pop pop fruit. A paramecia type that allows the user to cause their own body or any inorganic object that they touch to rupture and explode. Used by Gladius, who is a member of Doflamingo's crew. I think this one is, I'll be surprised if you guys do not pick this one. Obviously, we had to give Amy an explosion one. I did think about the Bomu Bomu no Mi because the booger is pretty funny, but the Pop Pop fruit is, in my opinion, basically just a better bomb bomb fruit. So we're gonna go with the Pop Pop fruit. All right, everybody. The main strength of this power is that it allows the user to cause anything inorganic that they touch to swell up, which will then rupture and explode violently. The user can also apply it to themselves. The user remains unharmed from the explosion. The user can rupture themselves, but cannot rupture. Oh, Irie Ray, thank you so much. Welcome, Raiders. I'm force-feeding my Genmates devil fruits. You're just in time to help decide which devil fruit we give Amy Sami. Thank you for raiding, Irie. Hello, welcome. Where was I? The user can rupture themselves but cannot rupture any organic material and living materials unless they have been converted into toys. That becomes relevant because of Doflamingo. And then the weaknesses are that any swellings created by this technique will detonate only as long as the user remains conscious. Finally, inflating and rupturing can be stopped if the user lets go of the target. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some pros. First of all, Amy explodes. This is self-explanatory. Amy and an explosion power just makes sense. It just makes sense. Microwave yourself. She would indeed be able to basically microwave herself at any point without getting hurt at all. So it's good. But it can also microwave others. So you guys better watch out bullying Amy, because she could also blow you up. The barrier fruit. I did actually consider that for Amy. Really, I was trying very hard to make the barrier fruit work for somebody because I just really love Bartolomeo. But I ended up going with these choices instead. It was kind of hard to narrow it down, so. All right, so what are some other positives? Works. Oh, you know what? Actually, she can't microwave you. I'm lying. It only works on inorganic. Can also explode inorganics. Yeah, she actually cannot explode you. She can explode something near you, but she cannot explode you. So actually, that's gonna have to be a con. Hold on, we'll put that in the cons. Can't microwave viewers. Another con is must be touching. And also must stay conscious. How do you spell conscious? That's not right. Holy crap, how do you spell conscious? Help! Help! Oh, okay. Ha 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 ha! I didn't even need your help. I'm perfect. I'm perfect. I'm the smartest woman alive. You're too late. You're too late. I didn't even need your help. Don't you dare. Don't you dare bring up the magma fruit right now. Runatics, don't you dare bring up the magma fruit. I'll kill you. I'll curse you. I'll curse you. I'll curse you. Don't you dare. The cope no me. The cope no me. Stinky. Stinky. You guys stink. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. All right, we gotta go back to the task at hand. Back to the task at hand. So, is there really? Is there really? I don't know. I feel like there should be more pros. Why am I blanking on pros right now? Oh well, I'll just put that it's offensive power. Okay, so that's good for a team fight, right? Oh, but one thing I will notice that it does seem like Gladius can't always control it. Sometimes if Gladius it gets really emotional, it looks like he might pop. So I'm gonna put in cons, vulnerable to emotional outbursts. Cause an outburst might cause an accidental rupture, right? It's too deadly to have any pros. I'm just gonna put Amy explodes again. Cause I just feel like it's big. It's big. Outbursts. There we go. Emotional damage. Emotional damage. Oh. Dang. Okay, but she could just explode the spicy noodles and never have to eat them again. She could just explode them. Yeah, he did shoot himself in the foot. He absolutely did. Gladius versus Bartolomeo. Let's go. Wait a minute, I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh, she might explode in your belly. Hamster sushi. Danger. No, that's a con. That's a huge con. Dang. Alright. Alright. We're okay, unless you guys can think of another, can you guys think of another pro? Cause I feel like it needs more pros. The pros feels empty. Let's see. To swell up, then rupture and explode violently, applies to themselves. Remain unharmed from explosions. So that, okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So we have gone through all of the fruits. So now I will summarize once again what all the fruits are. So, should we feed Amy the Ota Ota no Mi or the Ton Ton fruit? And give Amy the Paramecia type ability to turn her body parts into instruments and play specific tones to cause damage to her enemies? Or should we feed her the Bane Bane no Mi or the Spring Spring fruit and allow Amy to become a boing boing hamster and spring around the room, become very fast and strong, move faster than the speed of light to attack their enemies, boing boing boing? Or should we feed her the Pamu Pamu no Mi or the Pop Pop fruit? Amy explodes, microwaves herself. Amy explodes, Amy explodes. Let's decide. I will put the poll in the chat. Will Amy explode? Should we feed her the Ton Ton fruit, the Spring Spring fruit, or the Pop Pop fruit? I have a feeling I know which one you guys are going to choose. This one feels like it's going to be a landslide. This feels like it will be a landslide. Oh, but there are some votes for other things though. So, I think the other options are solid options though. I really did try to not pick like any completely like this just doesn't apply or wouldn't be useful. I tried at least. Nobody, I will tell you right now that nobody will be getting the gum gum fruit as an option. Nobody will be getting the gum gum fruit because it's just too much. It's too much. We can't have a joy boy around here, okay? It's Face Connect. We can't have a joy boy. It goes against the brand. It's literally the opposite of the brand, okay? Joy boy is the opposite of our brand, so we can't have one. So there will be no there will be no gum gum fruits. No, I'm not gonna eat. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna be a hockey woman. I'm gonna be like Garp. I just punch really, really hard. I'm gonna punch so freaking frackin' hard. And I'm going to swim into the ocean and save all my beautiful fellow talents from drowning. Because I'll be the only person who can swim. The first words I heard joining the stream was boing boing hamster, and my vote was decided immediately. I approve of this method of voting. You have the Runie stamp of approval. I am Kobe's mom. I am Kobe's mom. Rune magic infused with hockey. See? Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see? Can you explain what hockey is for us One Piece newbies? So basically it's it's something that you see. It's that trope that you see in a lot of shonen anime, where it's basically just a way to use your willpower to make yourself stronger. And there's different ways that you like. There's different types of it. But think of it as like you're basically, you just have very strong willpower. Yeah, kind of like Ki, or kind of like Haman from JoJo, that kind of thing. So, and there's different ways that you can apply your willpower, because there's Conqueror's Haki, there's Armament Haki, there's Observation Haki. I'm gonna be best with probably Observation Haki, I would think. Agree with me, chat, agree with me. Runie thinks you better agree with me right now. Observation Haki. Thank you for agreeing, thank you. Yeah, it's kind of like Nin and Hunter x Hunter too, except there's a lot less types. And it's less specialized. Because like with Nin, there's the different types of Nin, and then it can be applied in like very creative ways. Hockey's a little more limited than that, but yeah, it's kind of same concept. Oh, Zypher, you agree? Thank you. Thank you for agreeing with me. Gum Gum Double Band from Phase Connect, both Joy and Boy. Exactly. Nin does get confusing. I agree. I'm gonna have to really brush up on it before I do before I assign Nin powers to Euphoria. You think it would be Armament Haki? I mean, obviously, I would be a Haki woman, so all of my Haki would be extraordinarily powerful. Kataruni! But I'm not eating the mochi mochi fruit. I'm not eating the mochi mochi fruit. What are the advantages of each Haki? Okay, so starting with Armament Haki, basically Armament Haki is where you power up a part of your body for attacks, basically. And you can also put it into weapons. So it basically makes your punch, your kick, your weapon even more powerful than it was before. You're like infusing your body or your weapon with your willpower, and that increases its it increases its damage, basically. And then there's Observation Haki, which is pretty much what it sounds like. It allows you to see things very far off in the distance. You're very, like, you can just notice things. You can start to predict what your opponents are about to do. And if you have Advanced Observation Haki, then you can even see a little bit into the future to predict what's going to happen. And then there's Conqueror's Haki, which is Conqueror's Haki. You only have it if you have the desire to be the king, or like to be a king or queen of something. So people who really want to be the pirate king usually have Conqueror's Haki. And Conqueror's Haki allows you to basically admit your willpower, and the people around you, if they're not strong enough to withstand it, you can basically like, yeah, it's anti-fodder. Basically, anyone who's too weak to be against you, like, just collapses instantly. It's kind of like, you know, when you're playing an MMO and you get to like a really high level, then when you go to the lower level areas, those enemies just stop attacking you. They're not going to attack you anymore because your level is so high. That's kind of how Conqueror's Haki is. It gets rid of the fodder. It's an AoE attack for the weak mobs. And there's advanced Conqueror's Haki too, but yeah, those are the basics. And yes, God Usopp does have Observation Haki. And I need to see him use it again. Elbaf, please Oda, please, please. I'm on my knees, Oda. All right, I think it's time to end this. It's time to end this poll. Dun 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 dun. You guys have voted for the pop fruit. The pop fruit. So let's do a summary of all of these fruits that we have done. Starting with Hina. We are giving Hina the Chiyu Chiyu no Mi, or the Heal fruit. We are giving Saia the magma fruit. We are giving Muu the smoke fruit, the purple smoke. And we are giving Amy the pop fruit. I think that this is a pretty strong lineup. This is a pretty strong lineup. I'm not gonna lie. Stop with the stop. Observation so you can always feel where Buggy is. So that I can always feel where everybody is. I'm not reacting. Look at me. Do I even look like I'm reacting? No. Look how calm and cool I am. I'm not even getting flustered. I'm not even getting slightly flustered. So take that, Runetics. Take that, Javra. I dropped the series during Sanji's flashback on Whole Cake. Does it really get better in Wano? I asked some friends if I should pick it back up, but I want to hear the opinion of a One Piece nerd too. Okay. I'm okay. Personally, I was not a huge Whole Cake Island fan. I've talked about it before. It is not one of my favorite arcs. I do think that it is pretty weak. As far as Wano goes, I did like Wano a lot more than I liked Whole Cake Island. Is it one of my favorite arcs in the entire series? No, not even freaking close. However, there are some very specific things that happen, particularly lore-wise in Wano, that are extremely exciting and very fun. What I will say 100% is if you are going if you're willing to read the manga version of Wano is so much more tolerable than the anime version of Wano because they drag it out and the pacing's really bad. So it's a lot better in the manga than it is in the anime. However, the arc that we are on now, which is the arc after Wano, which is officially the Future Island arc, even though everyone calls it the Egghead arc, because that made more sense and everyone thought it was going to be called Egghead. Officially, it's apparently the Future Island arc. It's really good. Personally, it's my favorite. This is what I'll say. 100% my favorite post-time skip arc. Possibly will end up being my favorite arc of all time, but it hasn't wrapped up yet, so I can't make the final decision. But we are getting so much lore in this arc, like lore out the wazoo. And there's been several stints of the manga where literally every chapter felt like I just did not know what was going to happen. It really felt like anything could happen that chapter and had my heart beating out of my chest, like so exciting. I've really been enjoying. And it's also a different formula too. And a lot of times in these other arcs, you're very stuck in one place. Like you're at Wano forever. You're stuck at Whole Cake Island. You know, you're stuck at Fishman Island, etc. But Future Island's been very different in that you're getting to see different parts all over the world. We're at Pirate Island. We're at Karai Barai. I can't say that name. That one's hard. We're at in Empty Bluffs. We're at Empty Bluffs. We're at Merijois. We're at we're flashing to the Reverie. We're at the Kumbaka Queendom, and we're at Future Island. Like you're really going everywhere. We're seeing what pretty much all of the Yonko are up to, which is rare because usually you're not seeing a lot of stuff. It's really exciting to me. So I think that's worth sticking with it. But I would recommend manga over the anime because I'm not gonna lie, even as much as I love One Piece, watching the Wano arc made me like Wano less. And some episodes were genuinely hard to get through. The pacing is really bad. Because Wano is the first arc that I've really watched. Because what I did is I read the manga, and then once I caught up with the manga, I just started watching the anime. So when I caught up with the manga, Wano was airing. And so I just picked up with Wano, and it's been difficult. I like that Future Island hasn't dragged. It's one episode. It's one episode. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like someone told me, or I read somewhere, that with Wano, Oda wanted to not limit himself and just do everything that he wanted to do without any limitations. And I think I can kind of see that because Wano has way too many characters. Like, There did not need to be 9 samurai. I'm sorry. There did not need to be 9 of them. I always forget what they're called. The Akazuka 9? That's too many. There could have been like 4. 4 would have been fine. Why were there so many? And it ended up creating some, the Akazaya 9, yeah. And it ended up creating some fights that were just absolutely boring. Like the ninja fight between Raizo and whoever the other ninja is. I can't even remember his name. That was so pointless and unnecessary and boring. I did not care. I literally could not care less. So there was just too many characters. But it makes sense if Oda really was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do everything that I want to do and not limit myself. Which I guess is the privilege of having such a long running and popular manga series, is that if you want to do that with an arc, you can get away with it. And he did. But there's still some really cool parts in Wano, despite how I am criticizing it. I mean, you get the Roger Pirates flashback, which was literally so epic. I don't care what anyone says. Like, reading those manga panels just had me out of my seat. Absolutely out of my seat. Yes, the dog and cat, Cat Viper and Dog Storm. I love them. I love them. But see, yeah, they're good. I liked them. I wouldn't want them to be, but you know, let me say this though. If we're really being honest, they could have been combined into one character. As much as I like them and it was fun with their dynamic, if you wanted to trim the fat and make Wano not so dragged out, they could have functionally been just one character. Remember how so many Zoro fans were expecting the Zoro flashback in Wano? Yeah, that didn't happen. That makes me nervous because now we have 2 arcs in a row that kind of haven't done that. Going into Wano, I expected a lot more about Zoro. However, Zoro did at least get a very epic moment. And then going into Future Island, I thought we would get a lot more about Frankie than we have. And we haven't yet, but I'm still holding out hope that we'll get a super, super epic Frankie moment. If we don't though, I'm gonna be really worried going into Elbath that maybe it won't be the epic Usopp-centric story that I was really hoping for. No, don't say Cope Cope no Mi. Don't say it. Don't say it. It's a shame Frankie has been so underutilized. I know! I was so convinced it's Vegapunk. I really thought Frankie was gonna be more central, but there's still time for an epic Frankie moment. Don't take this away from me. Don't take this away from me. You should be worried for my sanity. I'm crazy. I'm on the brink. I'm on the brink. Frankie will get his spotlight. Oh my gosh, I really hope. I really, really hope. But but there's so many things going on. We'll see. Dang, Future Island's been so good. The stuff with Kuzan and Garp. The stuff with Cross Guild and Buggy's speech and Chapter 1082. Everything that went down, finally finding out what went down with the Reverie and Sabo and King Cobra and all of the lore drops, like Vivi escaping with Wapo of all people, and now they're with Morgans. There's just so much really exciting stuff going on, way beyond just the exciting stuff that's happening on Future Island itself. It really feels very special and unique to me. I'm really, really enjoying it. Of course I remember the chapter number. I've read it so many times. It's sacred to me. It's sacred. It's sacred. It is a very good time to be a One Piece fan, especially now that now we've got the announced that they're making the new anime. It's also going to be a very good time to be a One Piece fan because it's going to be all that much easier to get people into One Piece. We will rise up. We will spread our agenda. We will spread our agenda to the world. Before long, there will be no escape. There will be no escape. You know that's part of why I love it, because of the world building. You guys know me. I like things that I can dive into like a crazy person. This is why I love Lord of the Rings. This is why I love World Trigger. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me too many details. Give me all the details. Give me all the lore. Give me a ridiculously long and detailed wiki page for me to read every word of. Enel coming back will be interesting. I feel like I've said this before, but I could really see Enel coming back because we still haven't really gotten any information about Uruj, which is the only of the worst generation that we just don't know anything about, right? And Uruj is a Burka? And if you guys remember, I think Burka, that's the race of sky people that Enel wiped out before he went over to take over the Skypians, right? And so I could totally feel there being beef between Uruj and Enel. So if Enel does end up coming back from the moon, I could see there being potential there, for sure. So, no, okay, are you anime only? Because we actually know for a fact that Enel is fine. Because there is a chapter cover story where we see Enel on the moon. And I have been informed that this was not animated, which is crazy to me because I feel like there's a lot of lore in there. If you haven't read the chapter cover story with Enel where he's on the moon, he meets space pirates up there, and then there's some like ancient carvings in the walls. And that's how we learned that, like, it's very, very likely that the sky people originally came from the moon. And they came from the moon, and then they went down to, the earth. And then settled in the different regions from there. Most cover stories haven't been adapted. It's been really surprising to me. Because I also heard that, yeah, the, Hachan's story wasn't adapted, and that's where you meet Cammy. So if you're anime only, you just meet Cammy and she's just like a random mermaid. You're like, oh, I guess, hi, mermaid. Whereas if you're a manga reader, you're like, oh my gosh, it's the mermaid from the cover story. I feel like there's a lot of lore in cover stories too. For example, there's the thing that drives me absolutely bonkers crazy you guys want to know what I lose sleep over? I lose sleep over the Baroque Works cover story. Because if you guys don't know, in the Baroque Works cover story, all of the members of Baroque Works basically break out of prison. So this is before they get sent to Impel Down. They go in and they break out as many people as they can. Through shenanigans, they aren't able to get to Galdino or Bon, right? But they do get into the cell that holds both Crocodile and Mr. One, Das Bones, right? And they're like, hey, let's escape. Like, they're literally going to escape with Crocodile. And Crocodile, who could escape and not go to Impel Down, literally is like, nah, I don't feel like it. And Mr. One is like, I'll stay with Crocodile. Yes, and also, yes, that is also where we find out for sure that Crocodile's dream is also to be the Pirate King. Which I think is definitely going to come into play now that we know that Buggy wants to go for the One Piece. Because we know that deep down, Crocodile's dream is also still to be the King of Pirates. So I feel like it is a very, very important cover story, and it is wild to me that it was not animated. Also, it's just very fun and cute. Yeah, that's the thing. Mihawk. I don't think it's gonna end up being a situation where Mihawk wants to be Pirate King. I really think Mihawk's just wants to fight swordsmen. He just wants to have a challenge at the sword. Right? But, you know, you never know. We could end up being surprised. So. But I definitely think that now that Buggy is basically forcing Cross Guild to go after the One Piece, I do think that that's gonna end up, I think that it's gonna end up rekindling Crocodile's desire to become Pirate King. Or maybe I just want that because Crocodile is one of my favorite characters. I do think Luffy will become King of Pirates, but I also think Buggy will become King of Pirates. I think it's going to be one of those things where the world perceives Buggy as the King of Pirates, but the actual King of Pirates is Luffy, and Luffy's not gonna care. Like, Luffy's not gonna care about the misunderstanding, because that wasn't what he wanted anyways. His dream was, like, he wants to be the King of Pirates to accomplish his dream, and I think we know for sure that his dream is not to be famous, you know? So I think it's gonna be that kind of thing. So, I'm awakening my cope fruit. You just wait. You just wait, okay? I think Oda's gonna take this joke all the way to the end. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely think Luffy becomes King of Pirates no matter what. I just don't know if the actual like world will perceive him as the King of Pirates, and I also don't think that he would care whether they do or not. Because his dream isn't actually finding the One Piece, right? He wants to find the One Piece and become the Pirate King because he thinks that will make him the most free person, which is exactly what he said to Rayleigh, back on Sabaody. He says that he wants to become King of Pirates because King of Pirates is the freest person in the world. And we also know that he has a dream. We don't know what the dream is, but we know that he wants to be King of Pirates in order to accomplish his dream. So his dream has something to do with being free. He feels like he has to become the freest person in the world before he can accomplish his real dream, right? And none of that has to do with actually the title of Pirate King or the renown. Also notably, it has nothing to do with saving the world or defeating the world government, which I think is a huge, huge difference between Luffy and Gold Roger, which is actually really interesting to me because we know that Goldie Roger actually actively did want to turn the world upside down, right? But Luffy does not. And I think that's definitely going to come into play, especially with Shanks down the line. Because I think it's pretty clear that Roger said something to Shanks that made Shanks believe that he couldn't be the Pirate King, and that's why he gave up on his dream, right? And that's a very not Luffy thing to do, right? Luffy would never, ever tell anybody that they couldn't accomplish their dream, right? Like, he would never, I mean, he wouldn't let it get in the way of his dream or his crew's dreams, right? But he would never look at somebody and be like, you can't be, like, you can't follow your dream. That's very anti-Luffy. But Goldie Roger would do it. And I think that's because Gold Roger actually wants to save the world, destroy the world government, etc., etc. And that's not Luffy's main goal. And I think at the end of the day, that kind of theming is really going to be important when we get to these final confrontations, particularly Shanks and the inevitable Shanks and Luffy confrontation. Because once Luffy figures out that Shanks gave up on his real dream, he's going to be so mad. I'm not looking forward to that. It's going to make me cry like a crazy person. I'm going to cry so much. Shanks might be the final boss for Luffy. It's possible, we really don't know for sure. However, my personal theory is that basically Gold Roger told Shanks that he couldn't be the Pirate King and that he needed Shanks to make sure that someone in the future generation becomes Pirate King. I think Shanks went to the island expecting to give the Nika Nika fruit to Ace, but then found Luffy, and Luffy had the same dream as Roger, and so he's been pulling strings behind the scenes and doing everything that he can in order to make sure that Luffy becomes the Pirate King in order to fulfill Roger's wish for him. And in order to do that, I think he sacrificed his own dream, which was to inherit Roger's will himself. Okay, because I think it's pretty clear, like, his dream was to become, well, okay, let me rephrase that. Because I actually think that Shanks' dream was to become Pirate King, which is specifically different from Buggy's dream, whereas I think Buggy's dream was to inherit Roger's will, which is a little different than to actually be Pirate King. Now we're getting into crazy theory mode right now. But yeah, I think he's betting it all on Luffy. So I think eventually this final confrontation is actually going to be Luffy doing what Luffy always does, which is Luffy regularly throughout the series inspires his opponents to follow their dreams. We saw it with Crocodile. Crocodile's a great example, right? I think that we're gonna see him do the same old Luffy thing at the very end, where he's gonna have a confrontation with Shanks. He's gonna find out that Shanks wasn't actually aiming for Pirate King and had settled on giving it to Luffy because he felt like he had to. And then Luffy's gonna get pissed, and Luffy's going to be really, really mad and hurt. And he's basically gonna tell Shanks off. And I think at the end of the day, it's probably gonna get really complicated because Blackbeard's probably gonna show up, or World Government will show up, things like that. And then I think eventually Luffy will end up inspiring Shanks and convincing Shanks that, you know what? I never should have given up on my dream. I shouldn't have given up on my dream, and Luffy will finally inspire Shanks to really go for the One Piece full-heartedly, and then they'll have their final confrontation. After they defeat the others. I think they'll team up, defeat the others, and then there will be a final confrontation after Luffy has inspired Shanks once again. This is what I think. Possibly. This is what I think possibly. So we'll see. But it gets really complicated. It gets really complicated because there's so many factors going into this. We still don't know exactly what all the connection that Shanks has. We know that he has had meetings with the Gorosei, and we know that he's probably a celestial dragon. We're still gonna have to wait to see exactly what all went down, how he ended up in one of the treasure chests from the, oh, what did they name the game? I forget, but from the game on God Island. Yeah, these are spoilers. These are all spoilers. We'll have to see. Yeah. So, Mr. YouTube banned this stream. No! I can't resist just having Runie stream in the background while gaming, all those spoilers. I'm sorry. How could you do this to us, Runie? You've spoiled it. Well, catch up! Catch up! I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. I want to experience it together with the Runatics. But I get really excited. And I also get very confused because sometimes I forget what's happened in the anime and what's only happened in the manga. I get them confused. So I don't always even know what's a spoiler. Catch up. Catch up. And then we can experience it together. This is what I truly want. Seriously, that's really what I want. I don't want to spoil it. Tell us your thoughts on Red. Holy crap. What time is it? 8:28? Okay. Okay. It won't take you 2 years. I read it in 4 months and I wasn't even reading that hard. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about my feelings about One Piece Red, the movie, and then I'm gonna end stream. I hated One Piece Red. Read 1,000 read 1,000 episodes or read 1,000 chapters, Runatics. Do it for her. Do it for her. Do it for me. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, what I meant by read hard is I wasn't like reading 6 hours a day or anything. A lot of days I was only reading for an hour on my lunch break. So it wasn't like I finished in 4 months, but I was like consuming it at this super fast rate. I was reading it, I think, at a very reasonable rate. Okay, I didn't like One Piece Red. And the main reason that I didn't like One Piece Red is that it seriously makes me hate the red hair pirates so much. It makes me hate the red hair pirates so much. They are already on a thin ice with me. They're already on thin ice with me because Yasop, I don't approve. I don't approve of what Yasop did. Literally, Yasop's wife was dying like an island away. Literally an island away, right there. And what the heck? What the heck is Yasop doing? He's just partying. He's just partying with his friends. He's partying with Luffy while the mother of his child dies. And then his son ends up an orphan. And I hate it. And you guys already know this, but one thing that I really hate when media does this is when media expects me to be happy over something that I shouldn't be happy about. For example, in One Piece Red, when the Straw Hats are fighting in the one realm and the Red Hair Pirates are fighting the other, and then Yasop and Usopp have like a little sniper moment, and it's like, oh, they're fighting side by side, son and father. No! No! I'm not happy. I'm not happy about this. I want Yasop a million miles away from Usopp. Nothing about Yasop should have anything to do with Usopp's glory. Usopp did this on his own. Yasop does not deserve the credit. He needs to get out of Usopp's spotlight. He deserves none of it. None of it. He's sickening. And I hate that watching Red, I could tell that I was supposed to, as a viewer, be happy? Be happy? No. No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it, okay? And also, Shanks makes me worried. I'm not totally down on Shanks, but we just don't know exactly what his motivations are. And so, Shanks is on thin ice with me. He could end up being a lot more manipulative than we realize. And if he ends up being very manipulative, he's gonna start rolling into Urahara territory. And you guys know how I feel about Urahara. He's already got those stinky hairy toes and the stupid hair. Shanks is on thin ice with me. He's on thin ice with me, okay? But I want to like Shanks, and I want to like the Red Hair Pirates. I want to. But then, One Piece Red comes out, and Oda keeps trying to make it canon. Explain this to me. Explain this to me. You adopt a child. From the time that she's literally a baby. You raise this baby. This baby, for all extensive purposes, is your actual child that you are responsible for. Okay? Now, this very, very young child has accidentally caused a tragedy, right? Has caused a tragedy. And is absolutely gonna go through one of the worst experiences of her life. She is gonna go through something where, what is she going to need the very most? Her support system. What is her support system? The pirate crew that has raised her. The only people that she has known, really, in her life. And what do they decide to do? Ditch her? On an island full of dead people with only one other living person and pretend like they were the bad guys? Y'all, you cannot, there's two options here. There's two options here. Yeah, one, either Shanks was like, she's dead weight and I don't want any devil fruit users on my crew. That's what I kind of think. I think Shanks did not want a devil fruit user on his crew. Did not want a devil fruit on his crew. And so he just abandoned her the minute he saw an excuse to do it, right? But the other option is that they actually thought that this was a good decision, which means that the Red Hair Pirates are just absolute bumbling idiots. That they are probably the stupidest, most incapable people within the entire series. That they have absolutely no capacity for emotional maturity at all. And neither is a good option. Literally the stupidest thing that you could possibly do in that situation. And it doesn't make any sense at all. It just doesn't make sense. And then on top of it, the way that the movie frames it they're not even framed as the villains. I'm supposed to feel bad for the red hair pirates. I'm supposed to feel like they did the best that they could and there was nothing else they could have done, and I'm supposed to feel sad for them when Uta dies at the end. No! I feel bad for Uta. I feel bad for Uta, and I think that the red hair pirates are villains. I think that they're villains. I think they are literally the villains of that movie. And it really makes me dislike them. And you want to know, just to put the icing on the cake, you want to know the icing on the cake of this? Is that you have the scene right before the betrayal. You have the scene where Shanks has taken her to this music island. He's clearly trying to get rid of her because he doesn't think kids should be on pirate ships, right? And Uta looks at him and is like, no, I want to stay with you. And I want to stay with the red hair pirates. And Shanks goes, okay, I'll let you do that. And in that moment, I had so much respect for Shanks because I was like, he's respecting her autonomy as a person who can make decisions. You know what I mean? Like, he's respecting her autonomy to decide that she wants to stay with her family. And then 2 minutes later, what does he do? The absolute opposite of that, by like purposefully withholding information from her, lying to her, and then abandoning her. It made me so mad. And Oda really needs to stop it. I'm not playing these games, Oda. You need to stop trying to make it canon. Because I'm not gonna like Shanks. I'm not gonna like Shanks if you make this canon. So in my mind, One Piece Red is just a fantasy that never happened. It never happened. And Uta is not a real character. I don't care if her silhouette is in a manga panel. I don't care if she shows up in an opening. Uta is not real. One Piece never happened. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. I really hate it. But what also makes me angry is that the movie could have been good if they just did a different plot, man. Because I want to like the movie. The animation was amazing. The songs were fire. Uta was a really cute character. Like, I should have been able to just watch this movie and had fun and enjoyed it. And instead, they had to make it a stupid plot. A stupid plot that doesn't even make sense. I like Stampede. I like Stampede. I like One Piece Gold. A favorite fruit for you. Sorry if you've already answered this. I just arrived. Welcome, welcome. I am not eating a fruit because I want to be a hockey woman. And I want to be able to swim. Did you buy a physical collection or digital? I'm not buying One Piece Red. I want it 1,000,000 miles away from me. I watched it online. Someday Runie will be an official brand ambassador for One Piece. That's a dream. I don't think I could accomplish that, but that would be incredible if I could actually do something partnering with One Piece. But I don't think that's gonna happen in this timeline. It's really refreshing to see someone enjoy One Piece as much as you do and still be critical of Oda and his decisions. I feel like people are usually just full fanboy or girl or an absolute hater. I love nuance. I think I've said this before when I was talking about Bleach. I love Bleach. I love Bleach. I seriously adore Bleach. Bleach is stupid and it doesn't make any sense. Half the stuff that happens in Bleach does not make any sense. The plot holes in Bleach, there's more plot holes in Bleach than there are in the Arrancar arc, okay? There's more plot holes in Bleach than there are in Hueco Mundo. But I love Bleach. I could criticize Bleach endlessly, but I still love Bleach. I still love it. I love Bleach because the girls are hot. The girls are hot. The girls are hot. They are. I am a Quincy Shinigami Holo. You know that Ichigo is just everything, man. Ichigo's everything. He's a Visored, he's a Holo, he's a Soul Reaper, he's a Quincy. He's a Fullbringer. Oh, ouch, wait. I hit my thigh instead of the desk. That hurt. Ichigo is very OP. But I love Ichigo because he's cool. He's super cool. And I like Bleach designs. Bleach are very fashionable. Very fashionable. Ichigo is a ghoul and a Saia. Ichigo is the definition of I'm every race. But I love Ichigo, man. I still love Bleach. I still do. I'm not quite sure what the threshold is. I'm not quite sure what the threshold is. I don't know what it is that like makes Bleach still, like I still love Bleach, right? And I don't know what the difference is between Bleach and something like Ranking of Kings, where the plot holes ruined it for me. I'm not quite sure how to define it, and I don't know if it is definable in concise terms. But it's just, you know, there are some series that I can highly criticize but still really, really, really love, you know? Buy a copy to smash it on camera like a late 2000s angry YouTube reviewer. I won't do that, but I can print out a poster and then I can burn that. Then I can burn that. Here's what I'll say. If the red hair pirates actually end up just being terrible, horrible villains within the actual story, then I will revoke everything that I've said and I will accept One Piece Red as canon once more. I will accept it as canon once more. But yeah, I was not a fan of One Piece Red. Yeah, I gotta commit to the bit. The red hair pirates are a deadbeat crew. I mean, that's what it feels like. At least at this point. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Stop hitting yourself. It's not that bad. I hit myself because I laughed at something. Now I can't remember what I laughed at. I have to ask, what's your opinion on the Baron Omatsuri movie? It's probably my favorite, but seems you either like it or hate it. Let me see. I don't know if I've seen that one. Hold on. Let me Google it. Oh, okay, yes, I have seen this one. I liked it. I thought the art style was fun. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be contrary right now because I don't really feel like I really liked it or really hated it. I thought there were some scenes that were fun. I really liked the art style, right? But I thought the plot was kind of weak. So I feel kind of neutral on it. But I would watch it again just because it was very pretty. It did make me cry though. Yeah, the tone was definitely difficult. But it's kind of cool how much it stands out from the other movies, which I think is fun. Oh, you said different tone. I said difficult tone. Both apply. Both apply. I haven't seen all the movies, but maybe after I've seen all the movies, we can get a movie tier list. Because I've seen that one, I've seen Gold, I've seen Stampede, and I've seen Red, and that's it. I haven't seen any of the other ones. I still haven't seen, what's the one with Shiki? I forget, but I haven't seen that one. So, Strong World? Yeah, I haven't seen Strong World. And Z, I haven't seen either of those. So I need to see those. Okay, you wanna know my take right now? You wanna know? We had One Piece movie Red, right? What about a One Piece movie Blue? I predict, put it down, write it down, folks. I predict that we will get a One Piece Blue featuring none other than Buggy D Clown. Woo! 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 What if it's for Vivi? Y'all know I don't mess around with Vivi. You know I love Vivi so much. That was another comment I got, because I noted Vivi, and then somebody was like, you can barely see Vivi. You would really have to look for it. Not me. I spotted Vivi immediately. I see blue hair, and I'm like, it's Buggy or Vivi, and either way I'm about to be extraordinarily pleased. I love Vivi so much. I was waiting for her return for so long. That might be another reason I'm really biased towards the Future Island arc, because we're finally getting more Vivi. My observation hockey is too strong. Oh, I laughed at Bleach. Yeah, I was laughing at Bleach. Alright. I said I would say my thoughts on One Piece Red and then I would wrap it up. So we are going to be wrapping up the stream. I will post to Twitter the final results. The final results of our force feeding adventure to Twitter, so look for that. And I will also be putting up my schedule tonight. So look out for my schedule for the upcoming week, and I will be uploading my waiting rooms as well. So thank you guys for coming to the stream. And thank you for putting up with my egregious amounts of One Piece talk. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and spoil the schedule. Tomorrow we're going back to Yomawari, I forget what it's called. We're going back to that video game that I was playing. And I am not going to talk about One Piece. I'm gonna say it right now. You guys, my lovely, beautiful Runetics, you guys deserve a break from the One Piece talk. So I will be not discussing One Piece tomorrow during stream. You guys think it's impossible, but you also remember Runetics, that you also did not think that it was possible for me to end my ranking stream in just 3 streams. And guess who did it? I did it. I did that. I love proving you wrong. That's right, send your X's. Send your X's. I love them. Put those in the chat. Is there a Batsu if you do? Yeah, sure. Sure. If I do, yeah. That's how confident I am. I'm so confident that yeah, I'll agree to a Batsu, a punishment, should I fail. But I'm not going to fail. Not even if you guys try to bait me. Oh yeah, it could be spicy noodles. Oh no, don't make me eat spicy noodles. Don't make me eat spicy noodles. I'll just die. Oh, I can't stand spicy food. It'd be so terrible. Don't make me do it. What a horrible punishment. Alright. Wait, now I'm actually getting a little scared. You're gonna lay premium bait? Maybe I didn't think this through. No. I have faith in myself. I have faith in myself. Just you wait. Just you wait. Any Mahjong Soul streams? That's totally possible. That's totally possible maybe one day. We'll see. I'd be a little embarrassed right now because I'm not super good at Mahjong, but it could happen. Nah, see, the Batsu should be eating a durian. I actually have had durian before. But I'll eat one again. Alright, okay, for real. We're wrapping up now. Runatics! Farewell! Give glory to the runes, for my love and affection is forever with you. Bye-bye!